Happy holidays.
Tell Santa what you really want.
Covino and Rich.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Oh! Put that cookie down now! Oh my God!
I'm looking for miracle trees. Miracle trees.
Merry Christmas, little Timmy. Merry Christmas, little Timmy. Merry Christmas!
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Everybody! Feliz Navidad, everybody!
Covino and Rich.
Holy shit! There's a Tylenol.
Happy holidays!
Happy holidays. Welcome to the space between.
Yeah. Taint Week.
Oh yeah, Taint Week.
On Covino and Rich.
National Taint Week. The space between Christmas and New Year's. Welcome, CNR. Taint that fantastic.
Good luck getting anyone to respond to an email, answer a phone call, or do anything. I think most people don't even know what day it is today.
People should just take off the entire Taint Week.
Yeah,
Ain't no time for work.
I think they do.
Ain't no time to reply.
I think they all do.
But we're here. Yeah, you're right, Spot. We
Ain't no
didn't,
time for nothing.
Yeah, we're here. We're here. Live.
Well.
Covino and Rich on our Patreon. Thank you. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and a great weekend. Let's be rocking out. Let's go. Let's go.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Rich got a whole little plate of Christmas cookies.
Mozzarella.
I got some rainbow cookies. I got some nice little butter cookies.
Any leftover Italian meats?
Mozzarella.
We do actually.
Any
There's gabagool in the fridge if you want.
There is gabagool in
any
the fridge.
suprasada?
I'm surprised that lasted.
No gabagool.
You know what, Spot? I didn't realize it until last night, and Sarah had a plate, so it might be gone. I saw Sarah. We were watching Dexter last night, which, by the way, so fucking good.
Gabagool.
So good.
I mean, I'm gonna watch.
How about that Clancy Brown, huh?
I am
Huh?
Clancy Brown.
He's great.
Is
Great
an
villain.
actor for the ages.
He is. I'm telling you, I've said it for years until, I don't know, Jimmy G or your friend Ryan that I never heard of, until they tell you to watch it, then it doesn't matter. Watch Bad Boys with Clancy Brown and Asai Morales.
No interest,
Okay.
but I'll watch for you.
I'm telling you, it's an 80s classic, bro. It's Sean Penn at his finest. It's actually Sean Penn and Asai Morales, but Clancy Brown's in it. The early work of Clancy Brown, who's the new villain in Dexter New Blood. You guys know the villain from Shawshank Redemption, and he's Mr. Crab on SpongeBob. And
Yeah, how would you describe him in Shawshank? Because when you say villain, there's multiple villains. He's not the warden.
he's the guard.
He's the main guard
Yeah,
that's
but
like
he
a dickhead.
always played the dickhead in the 80s.
Hadley.
He always played the dickhead. So anyway, Dexter's kicking ass.
You watch last
We're
night?
kicking ass. Of course I did. Oh, my God. Oh, I wasn't letting a Sunday night go by without my Dexter.
Were you on the edge of your fucking seat last night?
I was on the edge of glory watching that shit.
Dexter's driving. You're
I was
like,
living on the
"Come
edge, watching. Oh, it was so good. Yeah, really good. Dexter's back in a big way. And they call it New Blood. I don't think they just renamed and rebranded the whole thing. There's Clancy Brown.
This is obviously an older photo of him.
Spot.
Does he have like a gray goatee on the show?
Spot.
Yeah.
Because all his current photos have a gray goatee.
Look at Clancy Brown on Dexter.
Got a nice full head of hair, this guy.
And by the way, just so you know, you give people way too much credit
Well,
for
why?
recognizing things. You used to make fun of me because I didn't recognize this person was that role and this role. I said last night to one of my buddies, yo, Dexter's great, huh? They go, yeah. I'm like, the bad guy. You know, same guy from Shawshank. Who
you talking to?
You know what they said? They said,
This guy.
wait a minute. Holy shit. That's Hadley from Shawshank. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people don't connect the dots like you there, genius.
That guy was famous forever, man.
You know what he's going to be in too? John Wick Chapter 4.
Yeah, he's no fucking
This
rookie at this.
guy's going to be in everything.
Watch Bad Boys.
You think he's a household
Sean
name?
Penn, Clancy Brown, Asai. No, he's not a household name, but he's a household face. He always played some sort of like 80s jerk off or
You
bad
know,
guy or gang member.
What just happened?
One of our old buddies, actually a guy that represented us for like a minute, our pal David Katz in New York, who works with Elvis Duran. Do you remember David Katz had an idea, and it was a documentary that I don't know if it ever got made. It was about the faces we know, but we don't know their names. Yeah, like working actors. Yeah.
The cable on the front. No, the cable. No.
The cable there.
The XLR cable.
No.
Push that in. Like, why is that even disconnected? Why
I
is
don't know.
that
It
even
happened to
disconnected?
mine the other day. Maybe it's like,
What are you guys doing? over
I
there?
didn't touch that microphone at all.
Those things
It happened to
click
me the
into-
other day.
Those
Freaking
things
Ben.
click into place. Honestly, it's Ben.
Ben wrote
Either
far
that or
ahead.
you guys have like nervous tics. 'Cause
Yeah.
those things click
They click.
into place.
Why would it even be out?
Yeah.
Don't touchy my microphone.
I think Rich is just fucking in here like fiddling
Yeah.
hex.
Wires are all over the place.
You know what it is? He probably's like trying to address wires and clean things up.
I don't know. Well, either way.
Or either that or it's Ben.
I'm telling you, look, Jen Brown even says that Bad Boys movie with Clancy Brown is an 80s classic. Sean Penn and Bob from La Bamba, and they're in jail and they're enemies. It's a great movie. But again, Clancy Brown, Dexter, it's back in a big way. And I don't think they'd rebrand the whole show as New Blood if they planned on just one season.
Someone said that to me.
just
They said, you think it's like done after this? And I'm
No.
like, I hope not. But then, Spock, can you look it up on the fly, or I will? How many episodes?
It's
Is it
too
10?
good.
Is it 10?
I don't know. We're on episode 8 now.
Last
but
I was
it's too
8,
good to
and I
end
feel
here.
like it's going to be 10 because they could wrap it up in the next 2.
Yeah.
There'll be 8.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
what?
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, don't tell me last night was
No.
That's the amount of episodes there are. There's going to be 10. There's
10?
There's 2 more. January 9th is the finale.
It's so good. If Rich and I all agree, we all agree, Rich's friend who's watching, we don't know, everybody loves new Dexter New Blood. Showtime anytime. Shout out to Biggie DeLine. So, sports, entertainment, life. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Merry Christmas.
Ho,
hope
ho,
you
ho.
enjoyed your friends and family. I hope you had no awkward conversations.
Oh,
I hope you
that's
didn't super
awesome.
spread and get the vid because it's everywhere.
It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
It's
can't
going round.
really avoid it at this point. Like, what's the point of trying to avoid it? People are telling stories about how they show up at parties, get tested, do everything, they're vaxxed, and they still get it. People say they don't even leave their house, and they're like, "Yeah, I tested for it." So at this
everyone's-
point, what's the point?
Everyone that like successfully avoided it now has gotten it.
LeBron James
Ron James,
getting controversial, posting that Spider-Man meme.
Ron James.
That's such a non-story.
And it's a non-story because I think people misunderstood him. And I'm not one to care to defend LeBron James.
Are you the defender of LeBron?
Probably. Seems like that kind of guy.
LeBron James posted the Spider-Mans
LeBron
pointing at each
James.
other's and pointing at each other. COVID, the cold, and the flu. He's not saying they're the same. What he's saying is he's the guy that probably gets tested every fucking day of his life. And he's like, the symptoms that people are showing for these 3 things, before obviously COVID gets more serious than the others, the symptoms are all similar. So that's where there's a lot of confusion.
What's
like,
what?
if someone's got a little sniffle,
I love the comments.
if someone's got a little sniffle, yeah, le doctor, James.
The scientist.
Yeah, but like people, of course, it's a bunch of haters, Spot. Million people responded to it, so I'm sure they're all lovers of LeBron.
Well, articles are saying that if you so much as have the sniffles
But that's the whole
or
point. You've
any
had-
symptoms of the cold, the way it's spreading right now, most likely you have the Omicron.
my kid's
not
sick
the
right now.
Omarion, the
like-
Omicron.
Like Ben's sick right now.
Oh, geez.
I mean,
good to know.
Yeah, no, Ben's been snotty all day and all yesterday. I've been, but kids get sick. It's not COVID every time.
Hasn't this guy learned anything?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
said that
Ben's
if
been
you
sick.
have the sniffles,
Hasn't
there's
this
a
guy
good
learned
chance
anything?
you probably have
Sorry.
COVID.
Hasn't this guy learned anything?
Yeah, I mean, I wish you would have told me because I would have stayed home.
Hasn't this guy learned anything?
He's been sick all week. The last
Anytime-
3 days.
Yeah, but then I would probably, I'm with my kid, right?
Hasn't this guy learned
And
anything?
I can't bring a COVID-ridden kid back to her mom's
Have
house.
you not learned anything? You haven't learned anything.
We had COVID in this household.
You took us down. You put this guy in the
He
hospital.
has the
I
sniffles.
still got
It's
a butt
winter
rash
time.
on my back.
You put this guy in the hospital, and you still don't.
I put him
have
in the hospital?
Yes.
Or his lack of vaccine put him in the hospital?
You still don't have the courtesy to
I
let
don't
us know when someone in the household's sick. That's very
We all had
disrespectful.
COVID. You
I
saw
don't
him
give a shit.
yesterday. He's a
I don't give a
sniffly
shit.
kid.
It's very irresponsible and disrespectful.
All right, well, Ben's got the sniffles.
Thanks.
Okay.
It's like me showing up here and your mother-in-law saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm sick. Stay away from me." Same thing.
Yeah, Ben's got the sniffles.
Let me know
Spot.
before I show up.
What do you expect? Who's Ben been around? Us. Doesn't
Great.
go anywhere.
Great.
So,
Just saying. Disrespectful.
not disrespectful.
Very.
Not say your kid has a sniffles?
In 2020
What kid doesn't have the sniffles in
2021?
December? You have
I
a little
spent
kid.
Christmas alone
Disrespectful.
because my nieces and nephews had the sniffles. My sister ended up being COVID
Niece-
positive.
My niece had the vid.
Yeah, so we
Well-
didn't see him on Christmas. It sucked.
Well, people, let's see. I'm getting my booster tomorrow. What's up with the booster? Are people getting the booster?
My dad got the
Thinking
booster.
they're getting. Then people are getting the booster, thinking that they got the side effects of the booster, and it's like
Big Steve just got his booster. Oh, yeah. You know he ain't gonna die.
He's got the
No,
booster.
no.
So the booster itself is giving people, like, when you get the shot, you get the side effects. When you get the vaccine, you get the little side effects.
My dad
now
got the
booster is giving people side effects.
He's on his deathbed. He's like dying right now with the side effects. But they're saying if you had a cold already, which my dad had, and then he got the booster, it just enhances those symptoms. So my dad is super sick right now, and they don't know what it is. It's probably the vid.
Maybe that's the end of it, though, because if everyone has it, that's the herd immunity that we've been maybe trying to avoid. But now, like, do you remember in the beginning?
Yeah, but not everybody has it.
Do you remember in the beginning, there were people that were like, maybe we should just go for herd immunity. And they're like, that's a crazy idea. Maybe we're eventually headed there anyway. And if everyone would have just got it early on, there would have been destruction, but it would have been over already. Because doesn't it seem like it won't go away until it's herd immunity? Like, everyone's got to get it.
But it doesn't mean people want it. So now
No
Spot
one wants it.
might, I don't know, get the germs and bring it home to his wife. She doesn't want it.
I got the booster. No side effects other than a sore arm. Yeah. No, the booster, what I've heard a few people say they got the booster thinking they were feeling under the weather from the actual booster. And it turns out they got Omicron. Everyone in New York that you know, like friends, coworkers, family, everyone on the East Coast got the vid. Let's see. Vic saying, I think Omicron will lead to the herd immunity. Yeah. I mean, I think people need to go around and build antibodies. Enough of the vid talk. Well, hopefully this is the last year. Hopefully in 2022, by the end of 2022, the vid talk will be over.
You can say enough of the vid talk all you want. It's interfering with sports. It interfered with your holidays. And it seems like all the college bowl games are being canceled. Christmas was almost canceled. My dad's in his deathbed right now. I mean, he's okay, but he hasn't moved in like 3 days.
Yeah, my dad on the East Coast.
My mom has to shake him just to make sure he's awake.
His
yeah, he's in bad shape. And then refuses to take a COVID test for whatever reason. Hey, no, get out of my face.
Don't
you
put
don't have to
anything
do
up my
anything,
nose.
Dad. Yeah, just lay there and take the test, the home test. Hey, if I know, then I go.
Well, Joe
Makes
Biden,
no sense,
Joe Biden, Brandon himself. Did you see the clip where someone said, "Let's go, Brandon," to Joe Biden?
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing.
It's very embarrassing. He's like, yeah, let's
go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. No, he does the Byron thing, doesn't he? I know it's the Brandon thing.
Joe Byron.
I forget which one he does.
Bing bong.
He's like, yeah, exactly. Let's go, Brandon.
Did Joe Biden throw in a bing bong there? Do I feel like he threw in a bing bong? But yeah, my dad even his Christmas plans were canceled because my cousin got the vid in New York, Omicron, and my dad just chilled with a few less relatives because a couple of people planning on going last minute. The vid.
Matthew Franz is
our old
confused.
school buddies from Radio New York, that whole Z100 crew spot. Vid.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Vid. Everyone. Hot spot. New York. The end. No more vid.
Told you, my niece got it. It's going around.
My dad doesn't have it. My dad got the booster and is having bad side effects from that. My sister has the vid. My sister out here in LA, so I didn't see her for Christmas or her kids. Anyway, it's going around. It's like dog shit. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's like me and Rich on Sirius XM. Everywhere. On every
Oh
channel.
my God. Right now, as we speak, I think I'm on 3 channels.
Yeah, same.
Right now as we speek, I'm filling in for
Remember
Spider
when-
Harrison. I'm on Pop 2K and I'm on some Pulse Countdown.
Remember when they used to like care about that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you were
Well,
on
they
more
still
than,
they don't let me overlap for whatever reason. They let Rich overlap, meaning I'm
I'm on
on 2
multiple-
channels
yeah.
at the same time. I'm on Lithium as of tomorrow and Turbo and Boneyard. So hey, if you're still there, check it out. But either way, thank you guys for being here. I hope you had a Merry Christmas and I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a Joe Burrow / Dallas Cowboys sort of weekend.
Only one last COVID note. Speaking of the home test that your dad won't take, didn't Joe Biden say that he planned on distributing free home tests for anyone that wanted them? Isn't that the whole new deal where, not the new deal like FDR new deal, but isn't the deal where if you want them, you could request them and they will send you free at-home tests? That's that's what's going to happen moving forward?
Let me see. Let me
Look that up. I think
confirm
there's
that.
a new at-home, which means some companies are going to get some big
Yeah,
contracts.
but just because the symptoms are low and just because it's everywhere and everybody's got it doesn't mean we should be cavalier about it. No one's in the business of getting sick, and there's a lot of
let's
people
see.
that deal with
Cavalier
other
about it.
people and people with pre-existing conditions and older people in their family. So it doesn't mean that just because everybody's got it, like who gives a shit?
Oh,
and that's
Mauser.
sort of your attitude.
The government plans to buy
500 million.
Oh, my dad.
500 million at-home COVID tests and mail them to people who want them, with deliveries beginning in January.
Could they buy them from a company that one of us are at least invested in? Could you buy them from Chembio Diagnostics, Semi on Long Island? That would be great.
My dad just chimed in, said he took the test today, doesn't have it, but he's having bad side effects, boosted side effects from the booster.
Booster.
Big
at-home-
Steve got the booster.
The at-home COVID test is actually a joke. It's a fart in a jar they're sending you.
Might be.
Good.
Be. All right. Thanks, Kimberly. Thanks, Chris. Thanks.
Good to hear, Big
Terry.
Steve, because that just means you got some side effects or a cold or, again, bronchitis, a cold, a cough, runny nose. Those things still exist. It just, man, East Coast getting wiped out with the Omicron. Let's see. Yeah, let's leave it in 2021 for sure. Now, there's a lot to get to today. Do you want to start with football? Do you want to start with TV? Do you want to start with cookies? Do you want to start with pizza? What do you want to start with?
Did more people get a Yeti tumbler for Christmas? A
Or
new
Om- or
Oculus?
Omicron?
Or Omicron? I want to
don't
know.
know.
What did more people get this
One of my
weekend?
favorite things to watch now, I'm not one to like watching people get hurt, but people wearing the Oculus and like someone tapping them and pushing them, and then they fall on their face.
I finally got Oculus rage. Look at me try it out rage of 2021.
Yeah, it's always like some old guy with the goggles on. He's like, ugh. and then like
hits his face.
then like his kids like taps him because in his Oculus in the goggles he's on like the edge of a building, and then like the old person like falls on their face.
It's intense. It's intense. All right, so hope you had a Merry Christmas, guys. Let's get into it. Let's dive into it. If you missed our conversations about the sports this weekend, remember foxsportsradio.com. We were on last night, had a good show. We'll touch on some of the highlights and headlines
for
later in
sure.
our sports/rando news, but we're here to tell some stories and have some fun and avoid the vid.
Now, Dexter, we talked about that. Best show on TV. I think today or tomorrow, I start Yellowstone spot. I'm in.
Can you tell people like why you're starting Yellowstone? Because I'm really offended.
Yeah, well, no, because it's like one too many people said it, and Sarah
One
and I
too
are
many.
looking for a new show. Yeah, one too many.
One too many.
How are you not under-
Who was the one person who pushed you over?
I've referenced
Because-
it already.
because-
some guy named Ryan
Because
that I never heard
me
of.
trying to sell it to you, you constantly say to me, you have constantly said to me over the years, Spot, you're never passionate enough to fucking convince me about anything. I have constantly been saying, watch Yellowstone for a year,
Yeah,
and fucking
dude.
your ex finally comes to you and says, oh, we're watching Yellowstone. It's great.
Yeah, but it was.
You're like, oh, you know what?
but I
Maybe
said
I'll give it a
that-
chance.
I said that when I came back from Texas too. My friend Turner and his wife Loren. I'm just saying, so many people said
offended.
it that it's not a matter of who said it. It's the dryer light theory.
Yeah.
The old Covino and Rich dryer light theory.
Keep your doo-doo caca COVID hands off
Yeah,
me.
keep your COVID hands away from
Thank
us.
you.
Can you turn it down in here? I feel like it's hot in an incubator in here.
The dryer light theory is that it's not like if your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend and you fight over something stupid. In my case at the time, it was
To me, this sounds like
Leaving-
the fuck spots recommendation theory.
no, it's the
I never recommend anything. Anything.
we got in a fight about leaving the dryer door open and that little light in the dryer. And that was like a big blow up fight. But it really wasn't about the dryer light. It was about so many fights building up to that moment that just put us over the edge. It's not who gave it the recommendation. It's a matter of if multiple people from different parts of your life, coworkers, family, friends, neighbors, if everyone's saying the same thing and finally like, yeah, dude, like 20 people I know from different parts of my life are saying it's good, then you know what?
So wait a
It's-
second.
it's
Spot's
time
been
now.
telling you, your closest bud.
Again, did you not hear what I said for the
I
last
am,
30 seconds?
but the guy that pushed you over the edge was your ex-girlfriend's husband. I just pieced that together.
Yeah. Because
because they're watching it.
Kristen, my ex,
Oh, if
and
they're
her
watching
husband,
It must be good.
they also, like, a lot of times...
Just piecing it together, that's all.
I don't trust Turner and Lorraine because they're like, Texas people, and they're like really
Just
like Texas.
I'm just
It's like Texas
I'm just
and
piecing
horses.
it
I'm sure
together.
they'll love it.
I'm not understanding you.
Spot.
I'm
Spot's
just trying
like
to
a
piece it
loser.
together. You said
So
I didn't
he's
know
not
who
gonna
Ryan
have
was.
good. He doesn't like good TV because he doesn't watch Dexter. But my ex and they're like so great. So I'm going to trust their recommendation.
I mean, they are pretty great.
Certain recommendations do carry more weight.
They are pretty great. No, but I know her style of watching TV because I dated her for years, but I know that when we catch up on the rare occasion, it's like, hey, how the kids? What are you and Ryan watching anything? You and Kristen watching anything? And it's usually along the same lines of what I'm watching. Like
If I told you there was a great restaurant, right?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, okay.
Now
if Spot was like, bro, I went there and the food was.
No, he still wouldn't go.
No, but you would respect his palate and his taste in that restaurant because Spot's very particular with his food.
If you're going to use a restaurant recommendation, I think if you came to me and said, yo, Johnny Napkins Pizza's great, I'd say, oh, pretty good. If Spot then said, yo, no, I tried this place, Johnny Napkins, and I'm like, oh, really? And then if fucking Bobo from work at Fox was like, yo, bro, this is place, Johnny Napkins. I don't respect Bobo's opinion. It's just he's the guy that's like, fuck, another guy? Fine, you push me over the edge.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
You have like a 3-person rule.
Yeah, it's one of those
the Spot's like
push over the edge.
He's like the video game with the quarters, and you just keep putting the quarters in.
Keep putting the quarters in,
one little
eventually it'll push over the edge.
It pushes over that cheap watch that you've been trying to get in the video game. So there's a lot of quarters. You were all those quarters that were originally there, Spot. But then just that one quarter from his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, it's just a matter of
and you got
that
cheap
one extra
fake
person.
Rolex.
Yeah, if five people tell you the same pizza place is the best in town, you may want to try it. If one of your buddies or another one says it, you say, "Oh,
it's going to be real aggravating," and we've all been culprits of this.
I hope you hate it.
When Rich comes in,
I hope I hate it
he starts
too,
talking about
because
Yellowstone.
That means I don't have to catch up on it.
About as if he's the first guy to ever watch it.
Oh, you mean
it's
Rich
really
pretending
it's
he
going to
discovered
aggravate
something?
you. Yeah, but I've done that with Ted Lasso. We've all done that.
Yeah,
but it's going to aggravate Spot a lot when Rich comes in. And Spot's like, "Yeah, I know.
I listened to you on Ted Lasso.
that is true, and I'm gonna listen to you on.
No, you're not listening
Yellowstone.
to me. Don't try and no, you're not listening to me at all.
Sarah and I watched episode 1. I didn't love it. I'm gonna give it another shot. I think I was
When?
tired, like a month ago.
Were you on an edible?
No, I was just watching.
I mean, he also didn't like 8-Bit Christmas, and I thought it was one of the greatest new Christmas movies I've seen in a long
I'm
time.
gonna give that
You know
another
what? You
shot.
watch
too.
Garbage
It's so good.
So-
You like garbage, yeah.
and Dexter.
Okay.
You like Garbage and Dexter.
Okay, that's
Dexter's
fair.
the only
That's
awesome
great.
thing you like.
You guys are great.
I'm not saying I'm great.
I'm starting to think
I'm piecing
Rich
the
doesn't
story
like
together.
Spot. That's from Greg.
I'm trying to piece the story
Starting.
together because it's like a continuation
See
from
that?
yesterday.
See that little head nod?
We talked about this on Fox Sports Radio, believe it or not. And Rich got a recommendation for Yellowstone from Ryan, who's his ex-girlfriend's husband. I didn't even piece that together until now. And Spot's been recommending it now for almost 2 years. So Spot's a little offended. That's sort of the gist. But regardless, Rich is going to be on it. I want to be on it, but it's sort of difficult to find, such as Life Today. Like, what network is it streaming on?
Yeah, that's part of the hassle that
It's on Peacock.
you're neglecting.
Peacock.
That's part of the hassle that we're neglecting to talk about.
I mean, watch it on the thing that gives you stuff for free. That's how I watched it.
What gives it to you for free?
The service not the service, but the program that gives you stuff for free. You're no stranger to that program.
Cody?
Yeah.
I haven't used it in years. I'll have to read. I'll re-download it.
It's constantly updating itself.
You know, between HBO, Showtime, Netflix, Disney, I just feel like when you told me Paramount or whatever, I'm like,
I need a new friend for everything to stream. So I need a Peacock friend. Anybody have one?
Is it Peacock or Paramount?
He said it's Peacock.
Well, it's the old episodes are on Peacock. It's a whole like NBC, Paramount kind of streaming battle. The old episodes are on Peacock. The new episodes are on Paramount, but not Paramount Plus. It's a little tricky, but still a good show.
So
Kevin
Rich is on there.
Costner, Beth.
Did your mom get to watch Yellowstone?
I don't think so.
Really? You don't even know.
No, I don't think she did. I don't think she got to see like even the first season.
She loved Kevin Costner.
Loved it. She would have loved the show.
There was
Makes me think of her. She would have loved it.
That's awesome.
The one thing I did take away from episode 1 Spot Because again, I watched the first episode and I was like, I can't judge it because Breaking Bad might have been the greatest show of all time. And I remember episode 1 being like, okay. That was good.
One was fantastic.
Now,
where he's out in the desert with his pants off.
But it doesn't necessarily, you don't know from that episode it's going to be the greatest show ever.
Pretty good, though.
His daughter seemed like a real badass in the show.
Beth.
Kevin Costner's daughter on the show, you start to realize his kids like run the town in different ways. He's got like multiple kids that have totally different personalities. And my takeaway from episode 1 was like, all right, I felt like Covino's mom. I was like, wait, who's that again? All right, they didn't tell me yet, so I'm not supposed to know. But there's a lot of character introduction that you slowly start to realize. I'll watch it, Yellowstone, based on everyone's recommendation, butt spots.
Pretty much.
Right arm.
They are replaying every single episode leading up to this year's finale on Thursday at noon, I believe.
There you go.
So, boom. There you go.
Thanks,
Yellowstone.
Jerkman. Thanks, JC. Thanks, Rolando.
Watch on Paramount Plus.
Thanks, Trey Donovan.
You have
Appreciate all the
Paramount.
feedback.
You have Paramount, right? Paramount
I?
Network?
Yeah,
What do you have, Hulu?
I use it for Beavis and
Sure,
Butthead.
it's on Hulu.
Yeah, but I think it's only season 3. If I look up.
No, but I'm saying like you can watch the new episodes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The joy of Canada's lack of choices. Yellowstone is on Prime. All of it. Still not going to watch it. That's from Trey. All right, well, hey, Yellowstone's all the rage.
Trey, maybe your ex's new husband will recommend it, and then you can watch it.
So let's pick up where we left off, Covino. We left off, what, on Thursday?
We left off on Thursday because we did Fox Sports Radio on Friday. We did a 4-hour marathon in for Doug Gottlieb.
It was our best show we ever did on Fox.
It was the best show we've ever done.
It really was. It
4
was
hours of fun, and I was in Idaho the whole time, praying that my unit didn't run out of battery. Whole other story. The thing I broadcast on works on battery, and I forgot the cord.
That was
Nerve-wracking.
hilariously nerve-wracking.
But it was a fun show, and again, if you missed it,
And it's
FoxSportsRadio.com.
It's an adapter that's so specific
Yeah.
that it's not available anywhere.
It's Shinfo. I don't want to get into it.
You
but-
called me in a panic like
Yeah.
15 minutes before the show.
It was a panic moment.
So I was like, yo, when Covino's voice very rarely gets this way, not that your voice went high, but you had like a bro, whoa, like that type of voice.
1.21 gigawatts. That's what I needed to fuel this bad boy so that I could broadcast from Idaho. Ended up having one of the most fun shows. Again, FoxSportsRadio.com. That was on Friday. I was in Idaho for the holidays. Had a wonderful time. Talked about our time at the zoo. I went to the zoo. You guys saw that.
Take
Had
it
a
to the
fun
zoo.
Fun time out
Jordan
there.
took you to the zoo.
Had a fun time with her family. Her family's, very nice to me. Had a great time. Got back.
I have a theory on something that happened in Idaho for you.
Yeah, there's a story called I Got Again. I got again. And I could start the show with that if you want.
Did you send Spot that video?
Yeah. All right, so if you remember where we left off, I told you that I was staying with Jordan's sister and her husband, Dallas and Colton. And I told you the story where Colton had his sister sort of set me up. And they're like, you're Covino? Covino? I'm Covino Rich? I was like, yeah.
That's me.
Just kidding. Never heard of it. And I'm like, oh. You feel lame. I got.
Definitely got caught.
I took the bait. I normally don't. I'm not a good joke recipient.
I mean,
I'm a good joke giver.
but that's sort of your MO.
But it was
That's no
so
surprise.
good.
You're not good at taking the joke, but you like giving the
You're
joke.
an MO. It was so good I had to roll with it. I got owned. And I laughed it off. It was funny. She was so committed to getting me that I got. And I got again. Now, first I want to tell you a story about this little kid. Did you see this little kid that got on Christmas?
I saw a black dude that got. He thought he got video games, and it was like a box that says nothing.
I
You
love
see that one? It was like
No.
It was like you know what made me laugh about it though? It's a grown man that was excited. Like a grown man thought he got like
Oculus.
PS5 or something. I don't know. He
That's
opened
just
it and he was
funny.
like, yeah, he was running back and forth. And he opened it and it was just a PS5 box with like shit inside it.
That's funny. There was a little kid, before I, finished my story about getting got, prank on me, jokes on me. There was this little kid that I saw, and his dad was like, I got them Christmas J's for you. Them Christmas J's. And the kid's all stoked because he has a box of Jordans right there. Spot, you got that clip?
I do.
Guess what? They're not Jordans. Watch this little kid's reaction. It's kind of funny.
You're Michael Jordan.
Hello, Michael.
He got the Rich Davises.
Those are those brand new Christmas J's. Open it up again. Let me see those Christmas J's.
Look, it say right there. Them say Jordan.
They're not Jordans.
We got that on Christmas J's.
Oh, we gotta send it back.
Okay, Jay, stop playing. Give me shoes.
We got to send it back.
Oh, don't do them like that. Don't do it. Go get the shoes. All right, come over here, Daniel. Just wait a second. Hold your box with you. Come on, get your box with your
He's
Christmas
so
J's,
mad
Daniel.
because they're not
Come on, one more
Jordans.
time.
They're like
Let
Bobos.
everybody see what kind of J's you got up in there. Oh, yeah.
They put $9 sneakers in his Jordans box, and he's so mad about it.
Wait, just wait, Daniel.
Oh no, I don't open mine.
No, hold on. Just wait.
Let me see your Jordan, man.
There they are, Daniel.
And his dad comes out with the Christmas J's.
That's just funny. All right, I like that.
No,
I
I
like
don't
that.
think he should have gotten him.
Yeah, that shit was funny,
He
though.
should have been
'cause,
happy.
Yo, it's so funny.
Show them Christmas
It
J's.
really is. The little kid is like, yo, those aren't my Christmas J's. No, yeah, they are. Look. Those are $9
No, he should have been
Costco
happy.
specials.
Should have been happy for whatever he got.
Yeah, but they put him in a Jordan's box. That's cruel but funny all at the same
Oh,
time.
that kid was like, all he kept thinking immediately was the humiliation at school. He was thinking of like, oh, I thought I was getting J's, but no.
Now,
Spoiled brat.
we went to Jordan's dad's house on like Friday or Saturday night.
You know what he needs to be like? The girl who got broccoli for Christmas.
Oh, I didn't see this.
You didn't see this one?
No.
She was so happy. Look at this.
This is gonna be your favorite present. What is it?
Look, she's so happy. She got broccoli for Christmas.
No, she's just being a ham.
Look. No, she loved it.
No, she's buying into everybody else.
She threw it up and hit her on the head.
That's funny. That was what I was trying to do when I was opening presents at Jordan's dad's house. So we went to her dad's house, and man, this guy cooks a feast. He really does. And he likes to bro it up with me and his son-in-law, Colton, and he's serving drinks. I'm getting a little tipsy, to be honest. So I'm like, all right, let me chill out here. Then they want to play games. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm not good at games.
What do you mean you're not good at games?
I don't like games.
What kind of
dude.
games?
I'm not a game guy.
What game?
But what do you mean you're not good at them? Like
I don't like them.
I'm sure
they
you're
make
pretty
me feel uncomfortable. Like all of a sudden you got to break out into a charade, and it's embarrassing. I don't like it. But this game was fun. It's like you roll the dice and either go left or right. You take money from the left to the right or center.
left, right, center.
Yeah, I never played it.
LRC.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you
I
never played that ever?
No, never
Oh.
in my life. We played that with.
But then again, you're not a gamer.
we
That's
played
a
that
very
with-
popular, like
with
fun little...
scratch offs.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And I got to be honest. Got into it. I won the first game. I got like 30 something scratch offs. And then Jordan won the second game. So we collectively won a lot of scratch offs. That was fun. I also was reminded how fun scratch offs are.
Yeah, they're-
I haven't had any in a long time.
Yeah, they're great.
Because grandparents used to buy them for you.
It's a gift that
Yeah, it was so
that
fun.
is undetermined.
Like, oh, I
it
won
could be
again.
it could be it could be a $50 gift. It could be a $0 gift.
It was
you
really
don't
fun.
know.
That was really fun. So,
What you know about games?
What you know about game? Maybe I'm growing up. Maybe I do like games and I don't know it. So I'm at their house. I'm feeling a little tipsy. I just won me some scratch offs. Now we all have to sit down because it's present time. And I really do have a really great time. Jordan's family's great, and they're great to me. And they make me feel welcomed, and they dig what we do and all that good stuff.
It's very important.
Jordan thinks her mom treats me cooler than I really am. Like I'm a Kardashian or something.
You're pretty
Jordan.
Jordan, make sure he's okay. Did you offer him something to drink? She's like, it's just Steve, Mom. She's like, Jordan.
Jordan.
She treats you like you're exotic.
she
See
treats
if
me like.
he's hungry, Jordan.
But I don't. It doesn't register that way to me. I'm just like, oh, they treat
You're
me
the
nice.
exotic
here.
guy in the family.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, they treat me really nice and special. I like this. And Jordan's like rolling her eyes the whole time, like he's not a Kardashian, Mom.
We've never had a brown guy here, Jordan.
Yeah. So
Let's
I
make
just
him
like
feel very welcome in our super white place.
So I'm at her dad's house and it's present time. And again, I don't like being under the spotlight in these moments. But here's what happened. I got actual footage. You're going to see Jordan, her sister,
Jordan.
and me opening presents. Live from Idaho.
Wait, Jordan, Colton didn't even get one.
Oh yeah, I got a custom.
This is a present from Jordan's dad. Look at the size of this box.
By the way, that's such a parent couch, by the way. I feel like my mom had that same couch.
Such a dad couch.
Should we open up?
Are you just recording him?
All three of you, go.
Who's recording?
Jordan's dad.
Oh, okay. Thought it was Colton. So handsome.
You'll see Colton, too.
These are Colton's favorites.
I'm waiting for the first feedback. Why is he wearing a jacket inside?
No, you're the only judgy guy.
Oh, he's so handsome.
There's Colton.
Man.
Looking like Dudley Do-Right.
So Dudley.
So Dudley. Studley Do-Right.
Studley Dudley.
Heavy and there's something in here that
Maybe some hours.
Yeah, it's a really heavy box.
got a few times this weekend already.
Joke's on Steve.
It's broccoli.
Come on.
It's an alligator head.
With a candy cane on it.
Your nightstand. Yeah. Look at. Oh my
Your reaction is hilarious. Oh,
Thanks, I
yeah.
appreciate it. Oh,
You're
my
like,
God.
I can't wait to put this on.
Is it real?
That's crazy.
Did you just wait?
Okay.
Hold on.
Now, I
Did
don't
you
know
just
what
drop
to
a that's
say.
crazy?
Yeah, it's like that old guy meme. Anytime you hear that's crazy,
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
conversation's
Oh,
like
my God.
over.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Now hold on. There's a backstory. I wanted you to see what I got first before I
That's
told you.
crazy.
Because there's more than meets the eye. So it was a good laugh. But I knew something was up the minute the camera was on me. I'm like, why is the camera on me? And why is this box so heavy? You know, like,
How heavy is
something's
that?
going on. I saw the kid with his Christmas J's. You're trying to get me with something. And I knew for years of this alligator head. So the backstory is, within Jordan's family, this alligator head has been passed around for centuries. And it's the funny Christmas joke of like, oh, who got the alligator head? And now I'm part of it.
Now, is it your job to now gift that to someone next year?
Yeah, and it has to stay in the family. So now I feel like there's a little bit of pressure on me, too.
I said that the minute I saw that. I said, well, now they have put the pressure on Steve Covino to make a commitment.
Yeah, because even, you saw
Dad
Colton
gave
there.
you a fucking alligator head.
That is sort of like an honor. Like, he sort of negged me and nudged me at the same time, but in love. Because why didn't Colton get the alligator head? It's his first Christmas as an official part of the family. Right? So even Dallas is like, how come Colton didn't get it? Why did Steve get it?
Wow.
But at the same time, I'm like, I felt so awkward with the whole thing, but it was funny, and it's the thought that
By
counts.
the way, how did you
I was
take
sort
that?
of honored.
How did you take that back on the plane in your carry-on?
No,
Sorry,
no, no.
I got alligator head.
Jordan's driving back home with it. I have to keep it now, but I also have to re-gift it
So
in the family.
It's the same alligator head.
For years.
For you, okay.
Yeah, because Jordan always joked about, the alligator head, and I finally was the recipient of it. So again, I was honored, but I also felt odd because I was the butt of the joke, and I also felt odd because I didn't feel like worthy of being the recipient of this.
Crystal said, could there be a bigger hint ever that they want you to be in the family?
But again, it was funny. I'm never good at reacting. I don't know how to react in those moments. Like,
Wait, Alex is saying, is that Jordan's dad's way of saying, like, I give you permission, old school style?
Yeah, maybe I don't have to ask for her hand.
You still got to ask.
I don't have to ask for her hand in marriage.
I got the head. It's the approval.
Still got to ask.
Yeah, but it's just, so that's all the speculation and backstory, right? But the real fun of it is like how awkward you feel when things like that happen. At least I do, because I don't know how to react. I could have been like broccoli girl, but I was more like Christmas Jay's kid.
That's crazy.
I didn't know how to react.
And there's look at
Oh
that.
man, a candy cane.
On top,
But I'm really-
and you even taped a candy cane on the alligator head. This is crazy.
I can't wait to bang this. I'm gonna take down my automatically.
Oh, then you were trying to think of
Black.
something to say, like, Jordan, you can put it on your nightstand. Oh,
Man,
that's so awkward. Yeah, you had it. Yeah, because you're like, what the fuck do I
that's
say?
crazy.
What do I say? Spot. Rewind it to the part where he's trying, because Covino has to say something, so he's like, yeah, Jordan, you can put it on your nightstand. Oh.
He's recording me. I don't know what to do.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Come on. What am I going to do with it?
That's gonna go right on your by your nightstand.
Oh yeah, I gotta say something.
Oh, that's sweet.
And you know what's funny too is
Oh my god.
I just want to hear it one more time.
That is that's crazy.
The reason Colton didn't get it, Vic might be right. Maybe Colton actually hunted the gator down and actually,
probably. Colton
took
has
the
his
head.
own. Colton wrestled his own and broke its jaw, and he has it mounted above his bed. So
It's crazy.
it's just an awkward feeling, but a fun time, and I share that moment with you. Where's that still image? You could see my actual reaction.
Still image,
Yeah. So look, I hope you got what you wanted for Christmas. I got a lot of nice gifts. He also got me whiskey and Tito's, so it wasn't, and a bunch of scratch offs. It wasn't just that, but I got again. And if you listen closely, Jordan and her sister both say, "Oh my God, it's probably an alligator head." So they give it away. So I was thinking, like, oh no,
That's
this is
crazy.
yeah. Like I kind of
you
knew.
can put it on your nightstand.
Yeah, it's just awkward.
Well, hey, alligator head, Idaho.
Look
fun
at Jordan.
times.
Jordan loves to see me like embarrassed.
I
Look at the
agree.
jubilee in her
I'm
face.
with her. I love
Yeah,
it.
but look at the joy it gives her.
Jubilee. Good
Look
word.
at because look at her. Like I've never seen Jordan happier than me looking dumb.
Look at that. Okay, get a load of this. An alligator.
Because you're rarely so vulnerable, and it's nice to see you just receive
You could see the Christmas glee in her face
vulnerability
when I'm looking dumb.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened. And of course, like I said, it's the Yeti rage of 2021. Not that Yeti's the most popular gift. It's the fact that you got a few in the past few years. And at this point, you're like, yeah, I don't need that many more. But yet, in every household, there was a Yeti tumbler, a Yeti mug, a Yeti thermos under the tree. And in every present little situation like I just showed you, of course, Colton got a Yeti. Like, there were Yetis
We
involved.
have hit the fucking threshold of Yetis. Just this is a public service announcement to everybody. Don't get anyone else a Yeti. I'll tell you why. Because every
only
single
need so
person,
many.
every family member or friend or coworker or your boss or everyone at this point has been gifted a personalized Yeti.
And they're too big. They don't
Boom.
fit in your cabinets. I'm all out of space. So, yeah, I got a alligator or crocodile head, alligator head. And, I hope you enjoyed your Yeti or your Oculus, because a lot of Oculus clips this holiday season.
Yeah, a lot of people, as I said before, a lot of old people using the Oculus, and their balance is so off. And I would imagine young persons would too if you use it for the first time, but so many clips on social media where an old person, when I say old, meaning like, our parents' age, using the Oculus, they're swinging or skiing or playing a sport or doing something. And when you tap them or push them, they're seeing through their goggles. So like grown-ups, like grown old people are fucking falling flat on their face. It's wild. It's like, I guess your senses get confused.
Yeah, you're immersed in.
But so much so that you fucking face plop
Yeah.
with a little touch. That's crazy to me.
So
Try the boxing game. It's a workout. That's from Greg.
Is it what, like a Wii? Only your vision is inside the Oculus?
Yeah, seems like it.
I might get an Oculus. Maybe I'll get an Oculus.
Jordan had one in her household this Christmas. Everyone was using
I
it.
saw Colton playing with it.
Yeah, Colton was playing with it. Everybody loved it.
I was too focused on his bulge.
Hold on, let me.
Bulge.
Jordan's listening to the show. I told them the backstory. I set it up.
What is she?
She's saying you didn't explain that. It's been like passed around and it was given to my sister and that sort of thing. Yes, I did, and I am now the recipient and proud owner of the.
Are
alligator head.
you going to give it to Colton now?
That's what I said to. I said Jordan's like, what are we gonna do with it now? I was like, wrap it up and leave it at Colton's house. She's like, no, my dad would be so offended. So anyway, I had a nice time, real nice time. And then on Christmas morning, I had to take a connecting flight back to Los Angeles to spend Christmas here with my daughter. And I was so scared because COVID's everywhere. They were canceling lots of flights. And I'm like, oh man, this is going to cause so much havoc and frustration. If I don't make it back, I'm the worst dad ever. And luckily my flights were on. I barely made my connecting flight from San Francisco to LA.
Oh,
but
wow,
I
you
did.
had to go from
Idaho to San Francisco,
Okay.
San Francisco
That stinks.
to Los Angeles, but that was all that was available to get home early enough to pick up
Shouldn't
my
that
kid.
be a quick flight if it was direct? But
Yeah,
it's
it's like a 2-hour flight, but I barely made it. The whole Christmas morning was by the skin of my teeth. Barely made the first flight. Barely made the connecting flight. Wasn't sure if the flights were going to be canceled. barely got there on time to pick up Melody, but I did. And I'm going to turn it over to you, but let me tell you, with a preteen daughter, and I'm not the first to be there.
Yes,
just telling you what I'm going through.
Idaho does have an airport, John.
Yeah, Idaho has an airport. It's sort of tough to buy for them. Melody makes it kind of easy. She made a whole little list, an interactive list of things she wants.
Interactive?
With links. Yeah, with links. And she's like, if you don't think I deserve it, check out my report card. Click, all A's. And it was all interactive for the whole family.
She made a presentation.
So yeah, she's real motivated when it comes to getting presents and stuff.
Good for her.
I was super thrilled because I picked up Melody. She's in great holiday spirits. Go back to the house. Turned on the Christmas music. SXM Holly. Put on the Christmas lights. The presents were there. She's like, wait, are those all mine? And she really bought into the holiday spirit. And it's so fun to see from a snooty, preteen kid with attitude. And I'm not just calling out my kid. I'm just sort of painting that picture of every little teen kid depicted on TV and in life who doesn't leave their room, but they're having fun in that moment, and you see that little magic, and they're a little kid again. You're like, oh yeah.
Did you end up finding any of the missing items, or are you still on?
No. I know Lisa Louise. I'm sorry, Lisa ordered the Nirvana hoodie. I don't know if she ordered it for me, but she ordered one of those bootleg ones. Yeah. I don't know, but the stuff that she did get, we had presents mailed in from my family. And I got her a bunch of stuff. She was super thrilled about it. And, just to be interactive here and bring a little piece of my personal life to you guys here on Patreon. That's her. I was very proud because she really wanted some Nirvana, some Korn, and some Slipknot t-shirts. So I went out of my way to get those. And you can see she was rocking out and happy about that.
Hot Topic?
Yeah, I made a trip to Hot Topic. There's my $20 tree in the background.
Sweet.
Yeah, look at that bad boy. And
so big.
You could see... She was super stoked to get some gifts from my sisters too, Spy. I sent you another pic just to see the look on her face.
By the way, you know what the fun part is?
But I'm just glad she's rocking out.
When relatives send stuff,
yeah,
it almost looks like it's from you because they're not there to give it. So.
I mean, I didn't take credit for it, but it just adds to the fun, right?
Yeah, it looks like, look at all the presents of dads.
Yeah.
And it's while it is from well, that's from your aunt, that's from grandma, but still, they're all you're the only one there. So it's
I made sure that, she knew who they were from, but you just want everything to go nice. And had a nice, peaceful day. Melody was super stoked. She was playing with her, her makeup and all, messing with her clothes, doing a little fashion show the entire day. We had a pizza party afterward. I know that's a whole other story. Pizza on Christmas. Yeah, it was just me and her. Jordan stayed back in Idaho. The rest of my family sick in New Jersey. I got sick family here in LA. So just her and I, we had pizza. If you want to hear more about that, foxsportsradio.com. Because Rich is really appalled that I had pizza on Christmas.
I just think Papa John's for Christmas dinner was...
What was I going to make a ham for the both of us?
No, but just...
foxsportsradio.com.
Hey, listen, you were having fun, chill pizza day, but still
we watched 8-Bit Christmas, and it was fantastic. This is where I end my Christmas fun. 8-Bit Christmas... on HBO Max with Neil Patrick Harris. A lot of people have told us to check it out. Drew Mack the Handsome being one of them. Was fantastic. Now, this is where I think Rich is an odd guy. Of all the crap that he thinks is good, he said this sucked. And I was like, this is great. So weird how taste works.
Yeah,
I'll say that to call you out.
I'll have to give it another chance. But it's not just me. It was Sarah. It was Mike. It was Shannon. We all were
vibe.
We were all vibe.
How could it?
We were all excited.
Fantastic.
We were all excited to sit down and watch a Christmas movie.
Didn't Shannon and Sarah make us watch that Barb and Star?
You watched that garbage, and then this magical movie, which is basically
what does that have to do with that?
I don't trust their taste.
But you like that, but you didn't like this awesomely magical current day Christmas story. It's basically, how Ralphie wants his Red Ryder BB gun. Ralphie wants his Red Ryder BB gun in A Christmas Story. In this story, Neil Patrick Harris tells the story of how badly he wanted Nintendo. And there's so many great childhood references that you would be aware of, that you would know, and your kids get a thrill out of. Melody loved it. I loved it. And it was great. I loved it. And I had a great Christmas day, and I hope you guys did too. I really had a nice Christmas day.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it another shot. I'll watch it.
You gotta watch it now in the taint of the holiday season.
Yeah,
Because you can't watch Christmas movies.
No,
after the New Year.
I just remember watching it, and all four of us.
You had to be tired.
No, all four of us were stoked to watch it, and we were like, "Yo, these kids are so unlikable." Like the kids that were casted just felt like I was like, "Yeah, I'm not connected. Like, I'm not rooting for them." Hold on. And then the more and more we watch, we're like, "Yo, you guys not feeling this?" No, either are we. And we're like, "Oh, let's watch something else." Like it just was one of those
8-Bit Christmas.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. And I love Neil Patrick Harris, so you would, trust me, I wanted to like it.
If your dad's listening, Greg, not 8-inch Christmas. That's the wrong one. 8-inch Christmas? No.
No, I had 8-inch Christmas.
That's not the one. 8-bit Christmas.
I saw it on Cinemax.
Yeah.
HBO Cinemax.
Highly recommended
right?
because I personally think you can't watch a Christmas movie after Christmas. But Rich says, and Spot says, that you can watch it up until New Year's.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so if you haven't watched it, enjoy it.
This is the, as we said before, the taint. This is the week that no one works. Well, even if you are working, you're really not working. Like, good luck getting an email or phone call response to anyone this week. Every boss is checked out. So if every boss is checked out, if you're working, you're just there because you're working, really, right? So I think this is the week where everyone's like, what day is it?
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
what? I had this conversation over the weekend, and I realized that most people that work conventional jobs versus unconventional jobs have a different take on this. I was saying how I hate Christmas on the weekend because you're celebrating on a day that you would normally have off anyway. Like, to me, if Christmas is on like Wednesday or Thursday, then you pad it next to a weekend and it's like more time to chill. Christmas on the weekend stinks because it's designated time off anyway. No?
My wife had off.
I enjoyed it.
No,
it worked out for me.
But I'm saying you don't think that under the circumstances, Christmas on a weekend is just sort of like, oh, okay. Because you already have the weekends off. You don't work the weekends.
Yeah, I guess. But it worked out for me, like I said, because I was able to go away and then come back on that Saturday. But I feel what you're saying.
I'm over Christmas on Christmas. By Christmas night, Alejandro has moved on.
Yeah, same with me. So to watch 8-Bit Christmas now is a little weird in my opinion. But
like you're getting Christmas like this, like all this. You're getting this through the New Year. This is
our Christmas open and all the little lights that Spot has. When do you stop that? New Year's Day?
New Year, yeah.
The second, or what is that? Monday the 2nd?
So Monday's the
3rd.
3rd. So on Monday the 3rd, we'll be back to normal. But like for me, the Epiphany, which is January 6th, is like the cutoff. Like all this week, I'm like on the way to work, I still listen to Christmas music.
Is that called like Little Christmas or something?
Spot, please watch 8-Bit Christmas. You will love it.
What, Epiphany?
No, what is Little Christmas?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
The fuck is that?
Have you ever heard of that? I've never heard of that.
So tell us your Christmas story.
I just like a lot of people, Europe, they give gifts on the Epiphany.
January 6th, Little Christmas.
It's Epiphany. It's the Epiphany.
Well, Wikipedia says Little Christmas.
Little Christmas.
Known as Old Christmas.
Most Europeans.
To Irish Christians and Amish Christians, January 6th.
Yeah, that's when they'll exchange
Also
gifts.
known as Epiphany, Christmas Tide, and Epiphany Tide.
Never heard Little Christmas.
That's what I've heard people say January 6th, Little Christmas.
Never heard it referred to
that was
as
a
Little
rapper.
Christmas.
Hey, a rapper from the North Pole.
Little Christmas.
Because that's the
Little Christmas.
That's when the
Doesn't Little Christmas
wise
sing
men arrive.
Christmas in Hollis?
Yeah.
That's when the wise men supposedly arrive at the birth of Jesus.
They're a little fucking late.
So
no?
they bring the gift. Well, they saw the star for the birth of Jesus, saw over yonder star.
They waited 2 weeks,
and they just. Do you know how long it took to travel back then?
Fucking what? They didn't have GPS. They didn't have Waze on their phones. They didn't have fucking
camels. They were on camels in the desert.
Yeah,
they saw a star and they followed a star on a camel.
Way to go!
You travel by camel. You see how long it takes.
Yeah. Fucking. I think they started late. I think they didn't account for the holiday traffic. Let's see. 3 Kings Day. 3 Kings Day is the cutoff? What's 3 Kings Day?
That's the Epiphany.
Same
Steve
thing.
Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and
3 Kings?
D.L. Hughley.
I thought it was Rodney King. Give me two
no,
of
it's
the Kings.
Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler, and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, you'll see it, and I know I'll see it. today, if you drive around or go around, there's going to be trees on the curb.
Haku,
without
Harley
question.
Race.
Yeah, three kings, Macho King, Macho Man, Harley Race, and Haku. The three
There it
kings.
is, there it is.
That's a good
It's
one.
like it's like that Seinfeld bit. It's like
Who
someone
gives a diddly squat? Are you trying to justify that it's okay to watch this movie?
Oh, we're gonna watch
8-Bit Christmas. Watch that
Lisa
shit.
Perazio
It's good.
knows it as Little Christmas. I'm not alone. All right. This is such a weird thought. Look at Kristen Rink. Makes me question if she has a heart. She said if she didn't have a kid, she wouldn't decorate at all for Christmas.
I gotta tell you, it was hard to decorate this year.
Apparently, it gets harder as you get older, though, because my parents really weren't motivated to decorate.
My in-laws
but they
don't
did
even-
for their grandkids.
They don't even put up a tree anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, I put up that family heirloom thing, the ceramic tree.
Well, there's a bit of
You
a
didn't put up your Christmas. You didn't put up your like train set this year and stuff.
I didn't put up my train set, but I did put up our real tree.
I think it's indicative
Or, I
of
mean,
your
our
where your heart is and your head is.
No, it was hard this year. There's something about this year that was off.
Well,
it was hard, but I put up the ceramic tree. And I'm like, this is enough.
yeah, but
Then
off,
I'm like, let me put up the big tree.
off with you, meaning like right? Not with the holiday itself.
Oh yeah. It was for me. It was a lot harder to get into the Christmas spirit this year.
It happens.
No, I hear that.
Go through cycles.
I guess when you get older. I mean, then again, like, isn't that part of the year? Like, don't you look at the year, like, cycles through the year and it's like,
I mean, it's stressful, Rich, sometimes. Like, I told you what happened to me when we were putting the tree up, right? We put up all the decorations and forgot to put the lights on. I was like, fuck. I looked at Jordan. She looked at me. We blamed each other. We were like, fuck it. We're not going to do this then.
I have a question. How do you put your lights on? Because I saw this year that I saw the Instagram or TikTok.
Jordan and I
things.
fought about that. She's like, you should start from bottom to the top.
No.
I was like, no, top to bottom.
Did you see where people were going up and down instead of wrapping
you
around?
go wrap around.
No, I saw like a big thing was like starting at the top, going to the bottom, going up
I
and
never
down
did
around
that.
the side, and
Wow.
apparently it works just fine.
But we had
so
put
you're
the
not like
decorations
dancing
on
around
first.
the tree the whole time.
Put on this garland that gets all tangled up first, and then we're like, oh, I forgot to put the lights on. Fuck. I'll try to put them on afterward, and then it looked like shit. So we got to take everything off, do it again, and after like a little bit of bickering and pouting and sitting there, we finally finished the job. But
You ever
it gets
seen the
frustrating.
memes? You ever seen the memes where it's like what a Christmas tree looks like when you have little kids or a pet, and it's like all the important shit is like halfway up, and like all the important ornament. That was the struggle for us. Anything anything of value. Like if it was like Emmy's first Christmas, like a little ceramic ornament, that shit had to be up high.
How many balls did Ben break this year?
Probably only like 5.
Only 5.
Only 5, but they were like the cheap like CVS that come in the little fucking plastic thing for like $5-10. Like we put all the cheap like regular circle balls at the bottom.
I saw a video where someone hung their tree from the ceiling. They're like, we hung our tree so our cats wouldn't get it. It was like hanging midair. And there was a video of a cat leaping off their shelf onto the tree in the middle of the air.
There's a Shark Tank item that keeps your items permanently on the tree for those reasons. You could turn the tree upside down and all the ornaments still stay there to protect your very special Ben's first Christmas ornaments.
Who pushed that? Who's that else?
Tommy the Elf.
Tommy the Elf.
But it was on Shark Tank and they didn't buy into it. Yeah. But it worked well.
Spot, you said we got phone calls or what?
Yeah, phone call.
Let's go. Let's talk to you guys.
Greg?
I call them fun calls.
What's up, Greg?
Hiya, Greg.
Hey, Greg.
Hey guys, I just kind of want to talk about the Oculus real quick. So when people fall over when they are using it, you could have a whole 20-foot by 20-foot area, and you still don't know your surroundings. So if someone comes up and pushes you, you're 90% chance of falling over. But yeah, the Oculus is definitely something that should be invested in. It's a great product even for adults. They got stuff for little kids, so like Emmy might like it.
I'm being serious. I have no clue. What is the price point? Can I guess? Is like $299, $300, $400? What is it?
It's $299 for 128 gig hard drive, and then 256 gig is $399.
Put it this way, Jordan sold. Jordan was like so impressed by it because again, it was the Christmas where everybody tried it out finally, and she's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna get." It's really a lot. Like she said, it was almost too much, but I got to get it.
This is our step towards Ready Player One. Eventually, we'll get the systems where you're in like a 360 kind of treadmill.
Yeah.
And you as you walk, it moves with you. That's coming next.
Well, didn't Bill Gates say by 2025 or something, most work meetings will be in the metaverse and not in person?
When's the adult games coming?
That's so funny because I was just going to ask you guys, the Oculus, does it link up with pornography?
Ask Drew Mack. I'm sure he knows.
They need to link up with Real Touch.
Hold on. I'm going to look it up right now. Oculus porn.
Remember Real Touch?
That would be really interesting.
I do remember that.
You put your penis in it and it moves to the porn.
The interactive thing that we had.
That thing was like that.
I never used it.
I did. 3 seconds.
Yeah, you can. There's definite VR porn available for the Oculus Quest.
Wow. That thing. Oh, well, VR. If it's a VR thing, you go on Pornhub. There's a ton of VR porn.
Yeah, everything you need to know about VR porn on Mashable.
Because
they just came out with, okay.
All it is it's the way it's filmed. So it's like
Yeah, I guess it's a category we all just sort of skip. Yeah, look, they're saying like
remember
X-Hamster, the first to have an Oculus VR porn
Remember
category.
I had that thing that you inserted your phone in? Remember that?
Yeah.
It was sort of like the early stages of an Oculus. You put your phone in it and it adjusts. And
by the way, how embarrassing would it be? Just picture this. Imagine like your wife leaves and she's like, I'm running to Target. And you're like, okay, now's my chance. You fucking put these goggles on. You're fucking naked, jerking off with goggles on your head. And your wife's like, oh, I forgot something. Let me go back. And she's like, babe. And she like walks into the room and you got fucking goggles on, fucking jerking off. How humiliating.
It's bound to happen to Rich.
About to happen to me, but I promise you it's happened to people already.
I'm sure.
But oh my God, that's like, imagine you got your AirPods in, your Oculus goggles on, and you're fucking naked, tugging your weenie, and your fucking wife walks in on you.
Bang in the air.
How humiliating would that be? Yeah, Spot. Fucking sad.
Tell us about that. Was my Christmas. Now I think I'm gonna buy Jordan that Oculus because she really.
By the way,
was raving about it. So
maybe I'll get.
All I really got her. I mean, I got her a new iPhone and a bag from Lululemon. What else did I get?
What phone?
Not some candy.
What color phone?
Like that. Pink. The new one. What is it? 13.
Yeah. Sweet.
Thank you, Keith Velez. He got you the hookup.
Yeah.
He got me the hookup.
Keith
Appreciate
Velez.
it. She liked everything she got, but I felt like, even though I feel I spent enough, I felt like I didn't really get her a lot. So maybe the Oculus is.
You didn't get her a lot.
Coming
You got
soon.
her a new iPhone. That's like $1,000.
Yeah, I know, but it's just one thing. But she knew it was coming, so it took the fun out of it. And I was very happy with everything I got. Had a very nice Christmas. I hope you did too.
Yeah, I got. You know what? Maybe I'll look into the Oculus today. Maybe there's like an after Christmas sale.
I got my electric shaver.
I doubt it.
Oculus. Yeah, maybe.
Oculus. What's the Oculus Quest?
I'd be getting it simply for pornography. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Are you serious?
And you really like that Chechik girl.
No, but I'm just saying. Like I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, I'm not much of a gamer, so wouldn't I really be getting it? Sarah would play games on it, and I'd probably just look at smut on it. And my kids are too young for it. So honestly, do I really need an Oculus?
This is our entrance into the metaverse.
Yeah.
This is it. If you want to, yeah. But by the time the metaverse is active, these things your Oculus will be obsolete.
Obsolete.
They'll be on like the Oculus like advanced.
So I got Yetis everywhere. Oculus Rage. Rich, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was great, man. We had a lot of fun. I sent Spot a couple just little pictures and video. Spot, if you want to my kids are living the magical world of Santa Claus and Elf on the Shelf. In fact, they're home from school this week. Spot, play the
oh, it's not because they're sick.
I sent you the clip of what is it? Emmy and Ben leaving cookies out for Santa. And just in typical fashion, the cookies and the carrots for the reindeer and everything's all set. And Ben just throws all the cookies into Santa's milk.
Fucking Ben.
And I was like, yo, he's
Ben.
just. Emmy, what do you got there?
Cookie.
For who?
For Santa.
Let's see.
Look at Ben.
Fucking Ben.
Ben, you're throwing all the cookies in Santa's milk.
Dunking them.
Oh.
All right.
What a beast boy.
Well, maybe
Emmy, what do you got there?
You little
Beast.
jerk.
So, cookies and carrots, the whole routine,
It's fun.
little notes. Kids wake up in the morning and you say, don't come out yet.
You guys set
All
up the
right.
video.
Well, you got to be like, all right, wait a minute. Did Santa come? I don't know. Let's go see.
How does Santa deal with all that milk?
Yo, Santa's definitely not lactose. Because,
Yeah,
think of
seriously.
all the milk he's drinking. Now, the morning of, it's just fun watching. It's you know what? It's a balance of wanting to get some footage of your kids to send, grandparents and cousins and siblings and shit like that. At the same time, you want to take in the moment. So it was a feeling of Spot. I felt like it was the same. I have my same stance on concerts, games, and kids during birthdays and Christmas. When we went to go see the Ed Sheeran show, I probably had my phone up to record 20 seconds of a song, maybe 3 times, just to be like, all right, let me get the hook of that song. All right, now let me just enjoy it like a real person.
Just enough to show you were there.
Just enough to be like, hey, I was there. Let me throw it on social. Anyone that's an Ed Sheeran fan, especially because we're on radio and stuff. For Christmas, I was like, all right, let me get a little footage of the kids opening presents, but I don't want for a half hour to be the dad that's just holding his phone. Because then aren't you sort of ruining the being in the moment?
Yeah.
But if you don't take any
you want
video,
to get a little bit.
You want to get a little bit. So I took a couple videos, but Spot.
And it's great that you do it. A total side note. Like I have my ex now bothering me for a lot of those memories that I have. I don't know what she needs them for.
Tell her to beat it.
Yeah, but
it's
I want her to have them.
So she can make a montage that doesn't include you.
Doesn't matter.
Like she did that one book.
There's some solace in knowing the solace that I have, and I don't have a lot.
Yeah.
In knowing that I have that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
so you want a little bit of that.
It's nice to have, but a little example of Emmy Christmas morning. Again, just opening anything is sort of fun watching them.
Dinosaur.
You love him.
Yeah.
Should have gotten a broccoli.
Is that Raya's friend? That's so cool. It's called Tuk Tuk.
What cartoon is that from?
Raya and the Last Dragon, the Disney movie.
I watched Encanto. Didn't
How
like
is it? It wasn't good? I was going to watch
don't
it
know.
this week with the kids.
After
Encanto.
That's the
after
one about
8-Bit
the
Christmas
magical house, right?
Melody wanted to watch that, and I was kind of zoning out.
A magical Mexican house?
Colombian.
Oh, Colombians.
Yeah. I'm sure it's getting great reviews. I think I was spent by that time, so I was like looking at the phone and everything,
So
that's on Disney Plus. But I heard it's great.
Christmas morning, kids opened all the gifts, had all the fun. And then we had Spot and his wife over and Mike and Shannon for a dinner of all dinners. Spot brought some delicious potatoes.
I brought one thing.
Spot, I had some of your potatoes last night. They were fantastic.
Thanks. My potato fennel gratin.
Papas.
Sarah went above and beyond, like cooking too much to the point where it's like, yo, delicious. But we were all stuffed. One thing she made, which I thought was fun, was a pizza dough with spinach artichoke dip inside of it, but she shaped it like a Christmas tree. But if you follow us on Instagram, the top of her Christmas tree looked like a huge penis.
Yeah, you're a pervert.
I mean, did you not look at it and think the same thing?
I didn't think that.
You didn't think that it looked like
my penis don't look like that.
Yeah, but I mean, did it look like a star or an angel? No, it looked like it was a Christmas tree
It kind of does look like a dick.
with a penis on top.
I mean,
let's
see.
It sort of looks like a dick.
By the way, this is the reason you need to get Tier 2, upgrade your subscription.
Yeah. Sort of. Wait, hold on.
It looks like
Come the new year.
I sent the video Spot too, right?
Yeah.
Where, there's the picture. It's like a spinach artichoke
I want to zoom in on the dick though.
Zoom. Yeah. See, it doesn't look like a penis.
You don't got to zoom in on my penis.
No, I got to zoom in on it. It's pretty dick-like.
Yeah, it is more dick-like than I thought.
Yeah.
It's pretty dick-like.
It's the top of what top of a Christmas tree has a penis on it?
It's pretty dick-like.
It was a pee-pee tree.
The tree itself though,
delicious.
So you got hands.
It was delicious. So we did all that and
got hands.
Pee-pee tree.
Pee-pee tree.
Thank you, Crystal.
We wrapped up the night. Kids went to sleep and then
did you put your caca fingers all over the pee-pee tree?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Definitely did.
Of course. And then we wrapped up the night with a movie that Spot and his wife had not seen, and I don't think Shannon had seen it either. Someone else hadn't seen it, so we watched 4 Christmases with Vince Vaughn. That's funny. And I think it was Shannon that said it. There's no guy that's better at that like bumbling, like I don't want to do it than Vince Vaughn. Like, you remember it when he was with Jennifer Aniston in The Breakup or any movie where there's no one more bumblingly reluctant than Vince Vaughn. I don't want to do it. I don't feel good. Like that whole Vince Vaughn vibe was great for that movie.
Correction. No one more except Steve Covino.
Yeah, you know what? You and Vince Vaughn. Like, I don't want to.
We're
gonna play charades.
I don't do games. I don't do games.
Come on.
When they wanted to play left, right, center, I'm like,
I don't know
man.
games.
Dude, it's
I
your
don't like
turn.
games.
I mean, we don't need to. Do we need to play? I don't know.
Games.
I don't want to do this.
Games.
But no, 4 Christmases were good, and that was sort of our night. We're all chilling in our jammies. I thought Shannon got a good picture. Shannon's always good at taking pictures when you're like, we don't need one. And she's like, no, let's set up the camera for a group shot. And you're like, do we need to? And then I'm always glad she does because, again,
It's a nice memory.
just creating the memories. I sent you that picture, Spot. It's all of us on the couch just chilling when the kids are finally conked out.
Yeah, I didn't want to wear Christmas jammies.
We had matching ones for the whole family, Sarah bought. And I was like, you know what? At
That
first,
was a big thing this year.
I was like corny, but then I'm like, you know what? Everyone does
I don't
it.
want
It's
to be
fun.
a
It's
Holderness.
nice. It's nice.
Everyone, meaning
It's
the Holderness
nice.
family, does that.
By the way, my jammies from like 98. I found
Got
them.
those at Old Navy in college.
I honestly, yes. I found those when the last time I was home.
But yeah, a fun night. Just
My wife.
Look at you in those jammies, dude.
they were fucking.
How you rock bulge in front of your friends?
I wore those.
There wasn't that much.
I wore those for 48 hours because they were so comfortable.
What
They
had
were
a bigger,
almost like
what had a
silk.
bigger bulge? That spinach artichoke tree or Rich? In those jammies.
Definitely the spinach artichoke tree.
Those jammies. I was gonna wear them to Fox yesterday, but I said I should change. They were comfy.
I'm good.
So there was one thing that came out of our Christmas night that I just find so eye-rolly. And it just shows like...
in my Christmas jammies.
In my Christmas jammies?
In my Christmas jammies.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of that. Spot's right. That's no longer like a random thing. Like everyone's got the whole matching jammies now.
Everyone.
And a Yeti.
Kids, no kids.
Yeah.
Dogs.
Look on your Facebook and
Everyone's
Instagram
got
feed. Everyone you know is like, we got matching jammies.
I didn't see anyone in my family with matching jammies.
Well, I mean, what does that say?
They were not corny.
I bet
That's what it says to
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's what
I
it says
bet
to
I
me.
can see my sister Grace doing that.
Jordan would be so happy if you were like, hey, Jordan, we need to do matching jammies this year.
Never say never.
God.
You never say never.
Joe said, by the way, Joe said you and Mudbutt look very happy in that photo.
Old Mudbutt.
She's
Old Mudbutt.
so unhappy that we call her Mudbutt. We are happy.
She looks so thrilled.
Rich
So
looks
cute.
the happiest. Like you look like way too happy to be rocking that outfit.
What's wrong with it? It's Christmas pajamas. What, are you too
cozy.
cool to wear Christmas pajamas? Pajamas?
Pajamas.
Pajamas?
Pajamas.
I feel like I am.
You wouldn't wear matching pajamas.
Jordan.
I guess I would, but
I found us the
I wouldn't
perfect
want to.
ones.
But what do you mean you wouldn't want to?
I wouldn't want to, but I guess I
So
might.
if you're around the house and you and Jordan have a family, let's say you and Jordan have kids, and she's like, we're going to wear matching pajamas. You'd be like, not this guy.
I mean, by that time I'm 50. I really don't care that much.
By that point, you're going to be wearing fucking tighty whities and tube socks, and that's it.
Hey, where am I? By that time,
Dad, you're old. I'm very old.
I've probably given up on how I look anyway. So
Ask Jordan if she wants to wear matching jammies next year.
I mean, I'll get to it. It looks like a nice time.
It's like, yeah. I bet you Colton would definitely wear
Colton's
them.
probably the first guy to be like, sure, matching jammies, eh? I'm
He's
part of the
Studley-
family.
He's Studley Do Right.
Yeah. They definitely get those like red plaid flannel ones.
He's Studley Do Right. I'm Dudley Do Wrong. So yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed your matching jammies.
The one hilarious thing.
Vatos don't do matching jammies.
Vatos don't do that.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Covino's
Vatos
mindset.
don't-
Covino's mind.
But you
Covino's
expect me to be like you, and I'm not.
Vatos don't cry, and they don't wear matching jammies.
They
You know,
count
Spot,
really hard.
Covino's one thing that I always find funny is that he loves to quote like, "Yo, can you like picture like your dad or grandfather doing that?"
Because
As if, like,
those
as
are,
if
I
those are like as if
derive
those
from them.
Yeah, but if those are
I'm
like your
that kind of
generational
guy.
heroes, like you want to reflect
Yeah.
what the vibe was in
Maybe
1950
I
something.
would every once in a while. You know, you let your guard down
But
and
is it
you
like-
take a
that's-
picture as a turtle,
That's
and
like my
everybody loves
dad.
it.
That's like my dad being like.
I don't like being forced to do corny things.
but I'm
I
saying-
want to do corny things when I choose to do corny things.
That's like my dad who like never changed a diaper. So that means because my dad never changed a diaper, I should never change a diaper.
You're still
like
cut
times
from that
change.
cloth a little bit.
Yeah, but you admire that
those
cloth.
were your.
Kind of cloth.
I don't admire that.
Like anything that's stubborn or old school, instead of saying like, "Yeah, we're a little more evolved now," you're like,
It's
"No,
just-
what I see."
It's who you are. It's not who I choose to be. That's kind of who I am. You make it like it's a choice. I'll choose to wear lame ass Christmas jammies when I want to.
Dexter said Jordan will get you to wear matching jammies. Jordan's dad could get you guys to wear matching jammies. If they were like, "Hey, if Jordan's dad's like, we're all wearing matching jammies," You'd fucking wear them.
I'll figure out a way to make it cool.
Jordan's whole family in matching jammies. Covino with a leather jacket and a gold chain on.
There you go. You got to make it your own.
Yeah.
See? Vatos don't do matching jammies. Thank you, Rolando.
Vatos.
You know why? Because they get ripped on by their friends. When you hang out with a bunch of goonburgers, they're just like, I did the same thing. Me too. But then when you got cool friends, you're like, yo, look at your fucking lame ass and your matching jam.
Please
Like,
tell me who
I
your
don't do
cool.
that.
Please tell me who your cool Vato friends are. Name them.
Rolando.
Not Vato friends. They're just my friends.
Yeah, but
people I know.
Who are your cool friends that would criticize you wearing matching
every one
jammies?
of them? Every single kid
Spider.
I grew up with?
Oh, Spider.
I think
Hector.
They're not just... I don't mean Mexican friends.
Chewy.
Who?
Any of my friends.
Who?
What do you mean who? Anyone I grew up with.
Daniel Javier Fitz.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all wearing matching gear,
Miguel.
but that's a prison outfit.
Miguel in Texas. All the Miguels wearing hats.
Bornando would absolutely
Jose.
wear matching jammies with those like 10 kids.
He might because there's a little bit of a weenie side to him where he does everything his wife says.
Gus would do this shit.
No, he would not.
He would.
I don't think
Gus
so.
is a proud Greek
Gus
man.
would absolutely do it.
Greek men don't wear.
Your buddy,
If he chose to, maybe.
Your buddy Mark is like a single dude in his mid 40s. If a girl's like, "Yeah, it's like your dick if you wear jammies," he's like, "Yeah, give me the jammies, bro. Give me the jammies." So I mean, come on,
jammies, bro.
I'm thinking of who you're thinking about.
Yeah, Greg, I'm damaged. Go fuck yourself.
You are damaged,
dummy. I would have never done that ever, but I might because you grow and you change. Damaged. Your face is damaged. So anyway,
your face.
Why don't you get like cool matching? Like I'm sure there's some sort of theme you could get. Like rock themed matching jammies.
Who cares?
Vulnerable Covino leaves an impact and he doesn't realize it yet. For instance,
Doesn't matter. If you're vulnerable Covino all the time, it wouldn't leave an impact. So I do things when I want to do them.
Yeah, but
that leaves an impact.
But you don't leave a big enough
when
impact
you're a
in general.
goofball all the time, it doesn't leave an impact.
But you make it seem like your impact is huge. All right, well, Jose would do it, by the way. I agree. Jose Mengen would do it.
No, he says he doesn't do that.
No, but I'm saying he would, though.
But you agree. That's not what they said.
You don't know him,
But you
Patrick.
insinuated that this guy...
Jose, Alex, or these people don't know Jose. Jose would do... If his daughters were like, Dad, we're like fucking... He would be like, yeah, for you girls, anything, brother.
Slayer, brother.
Yeah.
Slayer jammies, brother.
He'd fucking have Affliction make like...
I would reluctantly do it.
Affliction matching jammies.
Here's the thing. I would reluctantly
What's
do
more
it.
embarrassing?
Rich is willingly all about it. It's not that I wouldn't do it. I would reluctantly do it. Rich is like, fuck yes, because he's a Holderness deep down. Yeah. I'm not. And I'm not supposed to be.
Christmas jammies. Now,
Chico says, no thanks, bro.
Chico, perfect. Great example of a guy. Vato, one of your Vato crew.
Yeah, but you think that everybody's like you. I would do it. I really would. Because I'm a fun-loving guy deep down. But I would reluctantly do it.
Oh, yeah. It's a Holder.
Yeah, you think you're cut from this guy's club. This is you.
2013. He's been doing this for 8 years, the Holderness family.
In the front yard night and day, and the neighbors walk by, and this is what they say.
Are these Christmas jammies?
They are Christmas jammies. Check it out. We just bought a Prius V, and it matches these perfectly. Wearing Christmas jammies.
What's up, Holderness mom?
Now for Lola, 2013 was full speed ahead. She now has a medal.
That kid's a
hanging over
teenager
her
now.
bed.
By the way, that video took the Holderness family and they had like regular jobs, and since then they've been doing like social media and making a lot of money doing it.
Well,
Is
that
that
was
wild?
I grew to love that guy, even though he looks like Tony Hawk.
Oh, is there a 2021 version? Hang on.
In my Christmas jammies.
Holderness family Christmas 2021.
So anyone thinking that I really wouldn't do it is wrong. I'm just saying I wouldn't want to.
No, there's no 2021.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
They did Keeping It Real Christmas songs.
So anyway, I digest.
The Holderness mom is hot.
She used to be.
Yeah.
She's hot.
So Spine, you have a nice Christmas morning? Because we got to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It was very, very low key.
Did you exchange gifts?
On Christmas, what did I do on Christmas? We did a yoga class together. And
did you exchange any presents or no?
Very, very little. So Kristen buys her, this is what we do every year now. She buys herself that FabFitFun box and doesn't open it until Christmas because it arrives like a month ago. And she just puts it under the tree. And then she gets me a few like little things that I can use. So she got me coffee. What else did she get me?
Did you get an knobber under the tree or no?
Some sort of device. Some sort of like kitchen utensil and
sort of vibrating like butt plug sort of
vibrating butt plug.
Yeah, all those type of things.
Little like Christmas tree shaped thing sort of.
By the way, your sister Dawn. Hi Dawn.
Something else.
She said the Holderness family is going to be on Amazing Race.
Oh God,
they're an amazing family.
I mean, they're going to win.
Not surprised. But you can see how they're a little eye rolly, right? Rich doesn't see that.
You don't think I think they're eye roll, but they're overdoing it for purpose. They're being.
They own it, and I've accepted him.
He's owning it and exaggerating it. You don't see what they're doing? I mean, are you that naive?
No, I think that's
when they like have the woman in the street like, and like Christmas, damn it. Like, you don't think they're playing it up? Like, you think that's, come on.
You need to watch my niece, young niece, 5 years old, watches this YouTube channel. I think it's A for Adley. It's this family. And Rich, you honestly, you want to become a gazillionaire? Ditch this show. Just document.
Will do.
Yeah, he's on it. Trust me.
Document
You don't think he's schmoozing with his Sirius XM pals? You're out of your mind.
Document your family. Just doing anything, and put it on YouTube because this has gazillions of views.
There's families.
They make a shit ton of money, and they don't. All they do is like, hey, we're going to the fucking park today.
There's families on TikTok that make videos doing just basic shit and get millions and millions of views, and I'm assuming that they make money as well.
Yeah, it's like these, and all you need is like some sort of visual stimuli for the kids, like every so often, and they'll just sit and watch. Like my niece sit and watches this all day long.
Did you give her the old U-log spot? People want to know.
Tug my Christmas jammy.
I did actually.
Christmas U-log. Watching Covino mess with his hair constantly is hilarious.
Yeah, I do it for you, John.
Yeah, you do a lot of adjustments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what? That's a good question. Kimberly asked the update on the handbag that Colton was going to get. Did he do it?
Dallas got her handbag and was very happy with it.
She was but how did it?
Yeah, how did it pan out?
I don't know the backstory.
Did Jordan ask her specifically, or did he just guess?
I think Jordan. I forget how. Honestly, I don't know the update, but I know she got her handbag, and if Jordan's listening, she'll give me the update. But she enjoyed it. I know that. Jason Brown loves his family jammies.
I love Jason Brown. Now,
love you guys. Merry Christmas.
Here was something I thought was funny. Speaking of Jason Brown, he was one of the he's one of the guys that commented on something that I thought is like, I don't know how to describe it other than
accurate.
No, like the most eye rolly thing of all time. So
the Holderness family in 2013.
I'm going to send you I'm going to send you a before picture. I'm going to email you something right now, if that's cool. Just because I want people to see the
picture
video. I'll send you a before video because I was unsure how this was going to come out. I was unsure how it was going to come out, and then you know what, Spot?
You're such a doubter.
I was unaware how it was going to come out, and let me tell you, came out fantastic. Sarah got like a rib roast, but to me, I guess it really is what it is. It looked like just one fucking huge ribeye that wasn't cut that you could have made into like 5 ribeyes if you sliced it. I had never cooked one of those.
Well, have you ever ordered? Well, yeah, I don't think I've ever cooked one either. You've gotten like prime rib.
Yeah, a prime rib, cut it and sliced it up.
Right. Yeah, a prime rib is
and
it's always like a piece of meat, but it's pretty rare because it's sliced off a giant piece of meat.
So it looks pink, but it's not undercooked. It's just cooked a different way. It's not
a steak that's seared on both sides. So
Yeah.
it's brown. It's the center cut. You're getting a cut roast.
So
that's cooked.
I give Sarah credit because she took a chance, meaning we're having people over for dinner on Christmas night, and she's cooking something we've never attempted, which I'm not saying she would have messed it up, but I give her credit for saying, fuck it, let's do it. Because in my mind, I'm like, yeah, why don't you stick to something we know you've done that works? Because you don't think that's a chance. Like, you ever see someone, usually in like some stupid sitcom where they try something and they cut it open, the turkey's all dry, and it's like, yeah.
What, like in Vegas or Christmas vacation?
Yeah, I'm picturing that because I'm like, you know,
ruin the roast beast.
But then again, I guess if you're going to make roast beast, there's going to be a first time you make it, right?
Yeah.
So Sarah made a big ass ham. I know you're a big ham fan. You could take some home today if you want, because we have a lot of ham.
I'll take some ham.
We have ham, and I'm not a fan, so I don't want it to go to waste. And I know you love fucking ham.
I'll take some ham. Let's do that.
I only eat the outer layer of a spiral ham because anything like 2 to 3 layers deep starts to just get kind of gross.
So
of the spiral.
Is that what he's trying to give me? The gross part?
The gross part.
No, we have all the good parts. Sarah
Did Ben fucking wipe his booger fingers all over?
Yeah, all over it. He rolled around on the kitchen floor with it.
Let me rethink this.
Yeah.
He lifted it over his head.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, ham. So we post the before picture because I'm like, oh, what is this? How is this going to come out, Spot? I think the video went through by now. But just to give the tier 2 people a little visual.
Bone-in rib roast? We've never done this before.
That's pretty good.
It looks like one big ribeye. Is that what it is?
Right? It looks pretty sweet, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see how this goes.
Fucking beautiful piece
And
of
she
meat.
used the rub.
That's what she said.
She's one of the rubs, by the way, that one of our listeners sent, Spot.
Who sent us the rubs? I can't remember now.
One of our listeners sent us some good rubs.
Whoever sent us the rubs, she used one of the. It was like a smoked bourbon sea salt or whatever. I don't know.
So it was fantastic.
It was amazing.
So
It was delicious.
we take this
So
out. It looks great. And then as we go to cut the rib roast, which, by the way, perfectly cooked. Everything came out great. Spot's potatoes were a great size. Sarah made some cornbread pudding, which is fantastic.
Corn pudding. I love corn pudding.
That corn pudding is fucking unbelievable.
Brussels sprouts. Fantastic.
Oh, Brussels sprouts with pomegranate in it.
And nuts. And hazelnuts.
So we go to cut it, and I'm like,
rolls. She made fresh rolls.
oh, fuck. When we moved to the new house, you know when you do the whole move, you really eliminate the stuff that you don't want? Like,
Yeah.
it's a perfect time to be like, all right, this little end table, is it going to be in our new place?
Time to refresh.
No, throw it out. Because you don't want to move stuff from one place to another if you know you're going to get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, that little walkway table, no place for that in the new house. So why even put it on the moving truck? Fucking get rid of it.
Sometimes you get new pots and pans.
Yeah, shit like that. Of course. You're
Yeah,
like, yeah.
this is
This
a good
old,
time to
this
start
old,
fresh.
This old pan. Are we bringing this fucking old pan to the new house? No, let's get a new pan.
Low pan.
Pan.
So
Low pan.
when we came to the new house, one of the things that was in the old house was our brick, the wood brick
Knife block.
of knives, the knife block. But it was a light tan, and I'd had those knives for
A knife fight?
I'd say probably
Never bring a knife to a gunfight. Did you watch Dexter?
Dexter never
You
bring
bought
a
them
knife.
when we moved here.
I brought
so
a
probably
lemon to a
since
knife
Yeah,
fight.
I've had them like for like 6 years.
You had them in your first apartment here, I remember.
Yeah, I probably bought
'Cause I
them when I
used
was here. Yeah, I probably bought them when I was here, or had just bought them in New York and just moved them here. I maybe 10 years tops, but they were sucky. And the like I said, the knife block itself was a very light wood, which not going to go with what we're doing here.
The knives
And the knives weren't even that great a quality
They were
knives.
okay,
they were like
but-
good. They were like Bed Bath and Beyond, like a $50 to $100
They were
knife.
okay.
They're
Yeah.
no Cutco knives.
they didn't have like a lot of weight to them.
Yeah, they were just basic. Yeah,
They didn't have like a lot of substance to them. The knives themselves got the job done.
Yeah.
They were okay. Weren't fancy, but they got the job done. They were knives.
So when we moved, we didn't bring the knives with us because we're like, this knife block not going to go in the new house. Doesn't match. It's going to just take up space. Let's just fucking go. So yesterday we're like, oh man, all we have are butter knives and steak knives, which is a good reminder.
What have you been cutting your shit with up until now?
That's
been
a great.
for how long?
That is a great question.
That is a fantastic
fantastic question.
I would love to know.
So I've lived here 5 months.
Yeah, so you haven't had steak here?
I have
5 months?
with a steak knife.
In 5 months, you've never needed a chef's knife?
No.
A sonotoku knife?
Says he eats out all
I'm
the
sorry,
time.
what did you just
A
say?
bread- you
You
don't
never
even
needed
have-
a
you don't even
sonotuko
have
knife?
a bread
You
knife.
didn't need a sonotuko knife?
You don't even have a bread
What the
knife.
fuck are you talking
You don't
about?
have any.
A bread for what? The bread I get at the supermarket? Get this. It's pre-sliced.
I bought bagels, and you were like, I don't have a bread knife yet. I'm like, okay.
Because he's
You
always
use a
eating-
fucking big bread knife to cut a bagel?
Well, I guess when you're eating out 5 times a week, you don't need knives.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, if you want to insult my wife, I'll tell her you said that.
You can.
Um,
Because you're just as guilty. Because there's
Insult
two
your
peo-
wife? Yeah,
Believe it or not,
There's two to tango.
there's 2 people in this household. Yeah. Why is the cooking
And by the way-
automatically? Why is insulting cooking automatically insulted your wife? You should apologize to your wife for making that
By
statement.
the way, make split pea soup with the center of the ham. You know how many people say that?
I
And
said that
think
to
I think
Sarah.
split pea soup.
I heard that for the first
That
time
was
this
my-
weekend.
that
I
was
heard it
my
for the first
first
time. I
comment
heard
to
it for the first
Sarah.
time too, and now I've heard it like 10 times.
from me.
Yeah. You think you're the only one that has said
But
that?
I said it as Sarah was putting away the ham. I'm like, use the ham hock, make split pea soup.
Jordan's stepdad said the same thing. I
And
was
I'm
like,
like,
I
and
never
by the
knew
way,
that.
I think split pea soup is not on my top list, so
You
I
know
wouldn't
who
even
must have
think
said
to do
it?
that.
Ryan must have said it.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, my buddy Ryan said it.
Ryan said it.
My buddy Ryan said it.
Ryan said, "Oh, you had ham,
the
make
awareness
split pea
theory.
soup."
Yeah.
The awareness
It is
theory.
the awareness theory.
You know, he also gave me horseradish with prime rib. I never had that with prime rib.
I could see that a little.
And someone else just chimed in and said that. And I loved it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is.
Awareness theory.
The thing is, unless you are Spot or someone that's cooking. Well, I have a question.
It's basic cutlery.
This is aggravating me on a whole level where I honestly want to strangle you because I want to know what you need.
It's basic cutlery. A chef's knife. Just one knife. That's it.
You've got a lemon for a chef's knife.
What's that from?
Lemon to a knife fight? You never heard that song?
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Like I have I was gifted it, but I have a carving set that has a little fork and a very, very sharp knife.
Look at this, Crocodile Dundee over here.
But
who gave you that? Paul Hogan?
One knife, one basic chef's knife will do everything.
Because you and Paul Hogan were each other's Secret Santa.
It is, it's good for speculation that
One
you've gone
basic
5
chef's
months
knife.
without a knife that you needed.
Like it's this long.
Well, again,
it's this long. It's got a sturdy handle. Could be like
but
one chef's knife that could do everything.
That's great. Listen. Of course, it's an indicator that's now that we're and also there's so many factors that anyone that doesn't quite comprehend what I'm saying is fucking dense. We haven't had a kitchen remember the kitchen? We don't have countertops. The kitchen's the last thing in our house that we've put together, right?
So you haven't eaten in 5 months?
Yeah.
Because that's where food comes from.
I'm getting a coffee refill. I can't take you right now.
Wow. Anyway, yeah, Dawn, it's the Wombats. I brought a lemon to a knife fight. I like that song.
I can't take you right now?
Yeah, he left. On a side note, he's wearing the wackest sweatpants I've ever seen.
I can't take you right now.
His sweatpants are the weakest shit I've ever seen, and he wore them to Fox Sports yesterday.
I can't take you right now.
So, yeah, he left. So, is Covino and Rich? We have a friend in need. I still have Rando Sports. We haven't even gotten through the holiday
How
yet.
does he not think, though?
I'm very surprised he didn't have a knife.
By no means am I saying that he
half
needs...
a year.
Like, I don't even have professional chef's knives. I have a fucking knife block from Pampered Chef.
He just doesn't want to hear
that my
it.
mom gifted me 10 years ago.
It proves our theory of that he eats out a lot. It does. Because he went half a year. So we're just calling it as we see it, Rich. It's not personal.
It's not... You're taking
it way personal.
So personal.
By the way, let's shout out to Dave Abbey. I use my mug as a pen holder. Rich got his beautiful mug out right now.
Oh, Dave Abbey. You know what?
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
I want to tell Dave Abbey that
gotta
this
hold it
coffee mug might be my new go-to because it's so big that I have to do less coffee refills. So
that's what she said.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
But I want to know.
There's nothing piece of shit of saying, wow, I'm surprised you went almost a half a year without a knife that cuts steak.
But it's all insults. It's not like, wow, it's surprising you did that. I'm just
bit
curious.
odd.
That's all I said.
I'm surprised.
It's a bit odd.
Forget Spot, who fucking does. You're a guy that cooks like you think you're a chef. You do all these things. Now, Covino,
I put fucking chicken in a crock pot.
You're a guy that's
all I eat.
You're a guy that does more simple cooking.
Yeah, I don't.
But what I'm saying is, if I told you for 5 months, what would require?
You never cut an onion. You never cut a fucking
but when
Brussels
I cut
sprout.
an onion,
You never cut a Brussels sprout in half.
You ever cut the cheese?
You never cut the cheese. Like Sarah made Brussels sprouts. How did she cut those in half?
See, let's talk about. Do you have the Bill Belichick clip?
How did Sarah cut those things in half?
Emmy has a Fisher Price knife block set. Well, hold on. Didn't you get a lot of criticism on social media for having a weak ass knife? Isn't that where you're going with this?
Yeah, but I'm saying it's amazing how that's what people notice.
Because
it was amazing.
That's life.
Social media.
That's just how it is.
That and my thumbs.
Right. Yeah. Look at Spot's fucking weird thumbs.
Yeah.
And look at Richard the knife. Like, okay, great.
That's just the world we live in a nutshell. You know, you post some shit or that. The takeaway's always weird. Right? Like, yeah, but that wasn't the point of my post. What is that about? Because everybody's always looking for the punchline, myself included, or the weird observation.
Oh no, yeah. A lot of times, like
myself included,
people could be posting something or sharing something.
It's not worth it sometimes.
The whole point of what they posted gets lost in I don't know, like some celebrity could post something with their kid, and it's like, oh, you let your kid do that without a helmet on, or something? I don't know, like some shit. Well, is that the point?
It's not even worth it. And I feel that often. And Rich is sort of getting that heat right now.
Yeah, but it's just so. I mean,
he busted out his knife to cut the steak on social media.
It's so normal to go through months at a time. All right, name what dinners you would have.
It's not normal.
That would require
Jordan. It's not about cooking every night, but she cooks almost every night. So there's no way she can go 5-6 months without a proper knife. There's no way.
Yeah, but things that you would
chopping vegetables and everything else that she's doing.
Yeah, but if you needed to, like, what would you need?
Me personally, I wouldn't need shit because I full-heartedly admit I don't cook shit that would require that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, all right, so think of simple dinners you would have with a family.
But I don't cook recipes. Like, I'll grill up some chicken and steak and things like that.
If you're grilling, if you are cooking chicken breast,
John D says anything home cooked. Anything. And Spot's right. If you're chopping fucking onions, if you're chopping carrots, if you need a proper knife.
You could chop onions with a steak knife if you needed to. In the meantime, I mean, you can't chop onions with a butter knife or steak knife.
Chopping with a fucking steak knife.
Chop onions with a butter knife?
If you needed to.
If you needed to. Yeah, but hold on. We're just speculating the same way everyone else speculated. I didn't say anything rude to you at all.
I'm offended.
Yeah, Spot was the one being rude.
Chicken nugget. Kristen's right. Chicken nuggets and mac and cheese for the kids. Does that require a knife?
Yeah, but Rich is a grown man. Is he eating chicken nuggets and mac and cheese every night?
No, but I'm saying like chicken, steak, veggies. Again, these are crock pot food. You don't need knives other than steak knives or butter knives. So it makes sense that I got by this long until I needed to cut.
I got an Instant
Until
Pot
I
Spot
needed to
for
cut
Christmas.
something.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Jordan's dad gave me Instant Pot and an ice cream maker, a Ninja one. But it was Jordan's for Jordan.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah. Sorry, Rich.
No,
and I got
sorry.
knives.
So it's just one of those things that it was like, oh man, we threw out our knives and we needed them for like the first time. And it was like, it was one of those like, how long can you go without something?
Can I see the doo-doo knife that got all this criticism? Do you have that clip or no?
Oh, I don't think I have.
Oh, really? Because the whole like
actually, if you put it on your Instagram story, doesn't it save somewhere?
It does in your archives, I think.
I mean, I have a screen grab that people
So
posted.
Rich and Sarah prepared this beautiful piece
what?
of meat, but when Rich cut it online,
I'll go get the knife.
he got all this criticism, and Rich was befuddled and bemuffled as to how everyone got so knife pompous, and that was the takeaway. That's the whole sort of point of the story. Rich used a knife that was wackadoo on social media.
Yeah.
And instead of everyone saying, Merry Christmas, oh, enjoy your dinner, ooh, that looks delicious.
Yeah.
90% of the feedback was, yo, what a shitty knife you got.
By the way, happy 44th to Jimmy the jockey. He's checking in today.
What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, Jimmy?
So it wasn't it wasn't Spot and I coming down on Rich's knife. That was the whole story.
Bring it up.
But that was the whole thing. Yeah.
I didn't even bring it up.
No, and the thing is, I know that we've been.
This is it.
That looks like a knife someone would shank somebody with.
No, and that's a really cheap knife too.
It's serrated.
No, but it's a really cheap steak knife. You know where I bought those? I bought those at. So I knew that we were lacking knives.
Good to cut steak.
But
I knew that we were lacking knives. I bought that. No, I bought it at like Walmart. It's a cheap steak knife. I just knew that we needed steak knives and butter knives to get by.
Oh wait,
that's all.
There it is.
Hold on.
You brought a lemon to a knife fight. Yeah, everyone got on you because of that. I agree. Like, what a weird observation. But again, that's coming from me, a guy who doesn't know jack diddly squat. So I wouldn't even notice that you were using a shitty knife.
Yeah,
I really would.
I mean, we could get by. Like, it's a steak knife. It's
Farberware, hand wash only, dry immediately.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Spot live from his cabinet.
It's already like rusty. It's a shitty. I bought it when we moved in here.
Mm-hmm.
I realized quickly what do we need to get by. Keep in mind also, actually, the first month or so we didn't even have the stove, if you remember. So this is a shorter term issue than you think. Maybe 3 months, right? So 3 months with butter knives and steak knives. I don't think that's a wild, crazy thing, especially with all the things you need to get for a new house. When you're cooking chicken
Knowing
breast
how
and veg,
often that shit is in the dishwasher, these knives, it is kind of crazy. I'm not a cooking kind of guy.
Basic chef's knife.
I'm a basic
You don't need the
eater.
block.
yeah, I need a big. It's it's one of those things where I'll give you another example. I needed to go to Home Depot the other day and get a big flashlight. You know why? Because until you need something, this is a crazy thought. Until you need it, you're not. It's not on your radar.
Until you need it, you don't need it.
Until you need it.
Wait, until you need it, you don't need it?
All right, Spot. Do you have a big flashlight?
Or
do you have like a little-
moderate size flashlight?
Like, I had to go-
Spot keeps his knife in his flashlight.
Like I had to go in the attic in a crawl space, and I needed to go get a big flashlight.
Basic chef's
But
knife.
guess what? I didn't have. I didn't have a flashlight.
Or Wusthof.
I didn't have a legitimate flashlight until I needed one.
That's it. That's all you need.
So I'm just saying, for the last 3-4 months or so, no matter what you're doing, steak, chicken, pork chops, vegetables, potatoes, anything, crock pot, papas. You don't need a big knife. You really don't.
How do you cut your meat? How do you slice your meat?
What do you mean slice my meat? What does that mean?
I'll tell you what it means. When
you're cooking steaks on the grill,
when
what do you need?
When he's cutting his steaks up, he probably uses a proper knife.
When he's cutting steaks up?
How do you cut How do you?
What do you mean cutting steaks up? Please explain that.
You said you love skirt steak, right?
Yes.
How do you slice the skirt steak?
With a steak knife.
But like, how do you slice it to serve it or like put it on things?
We were using a steak knife. Well, I don't get it. It's a skirt steak. It's a steak knife.
Yeah, but like you cut it against the grain, like you slice it in thin slices.
Yeah, but I'm really not following.
Like you put it on things, you put it on tacos, put it on like you serve it.
It's a steak knife.
No, like a steak knife is. I have a piece of meat on my plate, and I'm cutting little pieces.
You want to laugh
off.
at my misfortunes or no? Want to hear?
You guys can buy me knives if you want. Hey,
this is what
you got. If anyone wants to buy me knives, fucking do it. If you're gonna be dirtbags about it, yeah, buy me knives. Everyone right now, buy me knives.
Knife is used.
You have people buying you sneakers.
Steak knives are for personal use. Steak knives are to put at the table next to a plate. I have a steak on my plate, meat on my plate, and I'm going to cut it for my personal use. When you're cutting to serve, you need like a big knife.
You know what I need? Cake farts. You know what I love? Cake farts. So after the holidays, dude, your knives are fine. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. You think I care? I got the job done.
Rich is getting all mad.
So moving on. I went knuckles deep into that meat and I got it done.
I have a real quick story.
Know what I did last night? I had a great late night snack.
It was the fucking tastiest meat that I've had in years.
I had know what I did last night, which was really tasty? Chips.
Is that true? Gifting knives is bad luck? I didn't know that.
Well, you could. I then do it anyway. I don't care if it's bad luck for you.
No, for the giver, the receiver. I mean.
No, then don't buy me knives.
Get the balance on that. That's pretty good.
I had some tortilla chips, some cheese, and I cut up the some prime rib, and I did.
How'd you cut it up?
With a steak knife, Spot. And it was fine. And that was like a really good late night snack last night after Fox Sports Radio. Watched Dexter with some some steak nachos. That was good. Yeah, I should be like an Instagram girl. I need a wish list. All right, Knife Gate. And by the way, is that just a joke? Oh, you talking before about the Holderness family. Like, do they realize they're being corny? And I said, yes, the answer is yes. They're playing up their corny. Do people realize that every time there's something controversial, putting gate at the end of it is just like eye rolly? Because someone's like, they got to talk about Knife Gate. And I was like, everything from Deflate Gate to Spy Gate to did Watergate just start a trend of you just put fucking gate at the back of everything?
No, this trend started a few years ago.
No, but what I'm saying is Watergate, that was the actual name of the hotel. Correct?
Yes, Watergate was the name of the hotel.
But what I'm saying is,
on other
I think people took the word gate for some reason and made a fucking...
Yeah, it's all based off Watergate.
No, but what I'm saying is, Spot, it made sense when it was the Watergate scandal because Watergate was the fucking hotel with Nixon. Since then, people have improperly taken the word gate and just fucking tacked it onto things. Yeah,
a suffix.
I was gonna say a suffix. Yeah,
suffix.
So they've just Spygate, Deflategate, Knifegate, this gate, Nipple Gate, like everything. Just add a fucking gate to it. That's fucking stupid as can be.
Just became a thing.
And we all accept it. Yeah, fucking Knife Gate.
I'm pretty sure I used it recently. Yeah, I did something like that.
So weird. Yeah, because it's like the original made sense. Watergate. Yeah, the Watergate Hotel. Since then, everything from nipples to spy to deflate to knife to... It's not a gate, everybody. It got big with the Clinton era. Everything was a gate. I agree. Dress gate. Splooge gate. All right.
So I got back from the holidays, and this is something I call roof gate. And I'll make this quick because I know people like and love my misfortune. You saw the joy on Jordan's face when I got the crocodile head, right?
I love that.
Yeah. That's how people feel when they hear about my terrible stories, so I share them. I don't want to be the guy that shares shitty stories. I just know you guys like them. You know how many emails and messages I get a day? Like, you know what I really miss? Covino's gripes about his bus days. When he used to take the bus. So it's like, you love my misfortune. yo, when are you going to do a sauna of rage? Because I want to hear you talk about shit that bothers you. It's like, yo, I'm glad you like it, but if I'm not talking about these things, that means my life is good.
Yeah.
So anyway.
You need the struggle.
I don't fuck you. You need it. You need knives. I don't need struggles. But I share them. I mean,
try cutting a prime rib with a steak knife. My goodness.
Yeah, look, everybody has their fucking issues. I just share them because people seem to like them. I don't know why. I'm not the only guy with these problems, but when I was in Idaho, apparently it rained and rained, and the rain came down, 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 and rushing, rising riplets. And the rain came down, 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 and rushed right into piglets. I don't know. You ever see Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day?
Nope.
No.
And the rain came. You should show little fucking Ben and Emmy instead of the Coco Melon they watch all day. And the rain came down. It came down and rushing, rising riplets. Apparently it rained for days while I was gone.
It was.
Yeah, exactly. People love my strife. So I come home from a nice trip. I try to have a nice Christmas day. And I realize that I need something out of my storage unit.
You okay? What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, you had like a weird
It's
pause.
called dramatic pause.
Oh.
And I go into my storage unit to retrieve some shit I needed for the holidays. And I come to find out, like, fudge.
Drop the nuts.
My entire storage unit with all my personal belongings was completely flooded. Now, I know this is small bananas. Small bananas? Is that even an expression?
It is small.
Small potatoes.
It's platanos.
Compared to what Rich just experienced and experienced again with all this rain.
Yeah.
His roof, his actual brand new, remodeled home, and his roof and his ceiling.
A storage unit versus
Yeah,
your
but it's
actual
what's
house is
in
way
it.
different.
It's what's in the storage unit.
Yeah.
You know what I keep in my storage unit? Things that are personal, near and dear to me. And everything is fucking wet and soaked, and there's like, it's completely drenched in there. One side of it. Spot, I busted out the picture. So again, just another hassle to come back to, and I realized all my CDs, my memorabilia.
No.
Yeah, but dude, everything, if it's not dried out, is going to have mold on it. And it's just another, I see dollar signs. I'm like, fucking
Well, actually,
dude.
based on that picture,
Yeah.
that's like the easiest fucking fix on planet Earth.
I understand
It's
that.
a
but it
storage
doesn't-
unit
that
with
doesn't-
with 3
that doesn't
feet of
fix
roofing
the stuff
panel
that was ruined.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, when you say dollar signs, you say like maybe
but-
you lost a Nirvana CD. That roof
No.
itself in that
Did
picture.
I not just say and other items that are near and dear to my heart? I'm not saying the repair
it's
is difficult.
sentimental. I was like, that's not a repair problem.
You mean
That's
to tell
that
me
you
with
lost.
all that plastic around those CDs, they still got wet?
Yeah, but it's all now is nothing but moisture and wetness inside.
Yeah.
And I have, I have my college diplomas, my memorabilia, my
You
fucking,
need an
all
industrial
my-
fan, and but you know what? You don't
fucking weak.
you don't need one until you need one.
And here's the part that's difficult.
Buy it and then return it.
Not the repair. Finding someone that's willing to come by and do a small job when everybody, especially here in California, wants to work for the bigger jobs and the bigger money. No one wants to come and fix your fucking faucet. No one wants to come and fix the hole in your roof. They want to be part of the big job that's going on in your neighborhood. So no one has time to fix my roof.
People are so excited to see your dolly.
There's
with the
my
handle.
dolly in all its glory. See, and you say I don't use it. It's propping the door open right there. So everything on that right side of the storage is fucking ruined, as Rich would say.
Ruined. Not ruined. Ruined.
And, it just becomes my hassle, and I'm just trying to have a nice holiday weekend. Came back to that.
What is in there though? Like, give an example.
Dude, my whole career. I mean, if that's not important,
What do
then
you
I
mean
don't know
by
what
that?
is.
Like,
Memorabilia, something that my dad gave me. My dad, rarely bought me personal shit. So I kept things that were important to me. Photos, albums, books, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I want to put that outdoors moving forward. Moving forward, like move that stuff inside.
what the fuck's a storage unit if you can't store shit in it?
I mean, that's
true. That is true.
Yeah, I mean, that you assume that
Just has to
stuff
be
is
fixed.
protected
Yeah.
outside.
And I never had an issue. It's just the fact that, I've been there a year now, dry as a bone. It rained for days and days and days. All of a sudden, see that green part of the unit? That's carpet. So it stays dry. Now it's fucking drenched. Completely drenched. So just hassles and hoffs, and that's just life, whatever.
It's shrubbery here.
That's my lemon plant. I told you I brought a lemon to the knife fight.
Man.
So yeah, just more hassles and hoffs. came back to that. It does suck, but
That
yeah,
doesn't
again,
sound
not to the
annoying.
end of the world. I'm just sharing my story with you.
No, it's
And the whole point of the story is, you think that's an easy fix, and it should be, and it's probably something I should be able to do with a little Flex Seal if I could find where it's coming from. But I think I have to get a full-on roof replacement, and again, you can't find someone to do that
honestly,
type of menial work for you.
I mean, you could do it. Get some tar and some Flex Seal.
I don't know where the fucking
At Home
problem
Depot.
is. I don't even know where it's coming from.
But I was gonna say,
you can't tell.
the best way
I
to
don't
do-
see a hole.
No,
Like,
no. But I'm saying unfortunately, because I just dealt with this, I know that it's very hard to pinpoint and fix these things if you don't notice it when it's happening.
Yeah.
Because when it's happening,
You could maybe see the problem.
like I could go in my crawl space.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh fuck, I see a little drip from the ceiling in the back room. All right, I go to the crawl space. It's like, oh look, there's where the water's coming from. Hey contractor, I fucking pinpoint that needs to be repaired. If you see the aftermath,
They use infrared technology.
I'm
to
sure they
figure
do.
that
Yeah,
shit
but
out
I'm saying
sometimes.
like,
I just had that happen.
But you
My patio.
for a patio job like that, if you knew where it was coming from, easy fix. But you don't know where it's
I
coming
don't know
from
where
because you
it's
came
coming
back
from.
to the aftermath.
Yep.
Unless you look inside and
Well,
there's a distinct like waterlogged area.
Guess what? It's supposed to rain. So I took all that shit out to let it dry.
Ooh, when it
It's
when it
supposed to
rains
rain for the
hard,
next
go out
3
there and be
days.
like,
yeah, so the rain's not stopping here on the west side because, like I've said and we've always said, California is just not built for the rain. So when it does rain, everything becomes problematic. So that was fun to come home to.
I have a question. When it comes to
Sad. You know what was ruined? You know what really bothered me the most?
The Yankee bundle.
My dad bought me something when I was a kid. Because remember, everything was from Santa as a kid.
Yeah.
But this was from Dad. Yeah. He bought me a plaque, and it was Dave Winfield on one side, autographed picture with his tight baseball pants and his bulge, his mustache.
Dave Winfield always wore his uniform a little
Dave
snug.
Winfield autograph with his autographed rookie card, and then on the other side, it was Don Mattingly with his rookie card and Don Mattingly autographed. I had this plaque since I was just a little boy.
It's ruined for sure.
Yeah, it's ruined.
That
I mean, and like everything's wet. I don't know what's ruined yet. So sucks. But such is life. That's why when you go rummaging through your
I do have
grandparents' shit, everything's water damaged and old. Shit like that happens.
I do have a question for you.
And then I started to justify like, what's the value in it anyway?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that
be
is
an
true.
old guy, so I'm gonna be dead in fucking
Just
40
one less
years.
thing. Well, just one less thing for just one less thing for Melody to
I
throw out.
got my joy out of it.
Does Melanie want a picture of Dave Winfield?
No, NFTs are where it's at anyway. Who
I'll be
cares
honest,
about my plaque?
it's anytime you throw out old shit, anytime you throw out shit, you just got to think to yourself, oh, this is one less thing my kids are gonna have to throw out when I die one day.
Yeah, like
Melody's gonna be a grown woman. We got to clean out Dad's house. He died. He was 94. What is this? Don Mattingly? Garbage. It's really just something your kids will throw out. Dave Winfield. Legend. I had a question. Based on the fact that you live in a condo with HOA fees, what do they tell you those are for?
Well, I emailed them already to see if they cover that because I don't know I don't know if the leak's coming from like my roof that I might be responsible for.
Yeah, I never know
or
that
the
with
flashing on the wall that like is their responsibility. So I already investigated it, and I got a guy coming Wednesday to check it out.
I always wonder that.
But from now to Wednesday, it's supposed to rain like up until then, right?
I always wonder that spot with like HOA shit because it's like, well, you pay all this a month. I mean, they can't say it's just fucking cleaning the shit. They're cleaning the shrubs in the pool.
They
That's
always say
I mean,
it's outside
And
of,
it's like
of your walls.
You don't own the building. You
If
own
it's
like
building related, then they're responsible.
Right.
But if it's like within the boundaries of my property, then I'm responsible.
But like it's odd because you didn't build the deck on the building, but yet you're responsible for the deck on the building.
That's within the confines of my
But I'm just
property.
saying, it's
anything
like it's
outside those walls is their issue. So
Do they own like the air rights?
I'm gonna have to find out. So just a small little update. People love my strife.
Yeah, it really has rained a lot out here. And you know what? Everyone in LA is like, we need the rain. It's like, yeah, we need the rain until shit starts flooding in your house. And you're like, we don't need the rain. But it's
No, I needed a dry storage unit is what I needed.
you realize that the last couple of years in LA, it hasn't rained at all.
I know.
Because it is.
It's been like last season. Like usually the winter here is the rainy season, and last year really barely rained. So it's nice to have
I
rainy
wonder
days.
if
It sucks that it's affecting you guys, but like it's nice to have the rain.
Rainy days on Mondays always get me down.
But Spot, I wonder, is it enough rain at all where it helps those drought issues?
Not necessarily ending the drought, but it
Not
keeps,
ending the drought, but like those like in the
no, that's never
on the west in the like Arizona, Nevada, like there's these like areas where the water levels are lower than they've ever been. I mean, all this rain has to help a little bit.
It'll keep things green, but it won't prevent. It won't necessarily replenish as much as you think.
Who's going to replenish my Dom Mattingly autograph? Well, anyway, I want to get into the rando news and some other fun stuff. Just quick. I don't want to harp on anything because there's really nothing fun.
Oh.
This is just a quick update so that you know what's going on when your buddies are talking about this shit, okay? So we'll make it quick. A little doozy. It's more like sports news, but whatever.
Oh, is it?
Oh, kind of.
right.
It's the only fun thing going on right now.
Get a knife.
There it is. Do some sports on Covino and Rich. Remember, everything at Covino and Rich. FoxSportsRadio.com for more updates. Sports. Make it quick. Hope you had a great weekend. As I said earlier, a Joe Burrow sort of weekend. The dude, 4th all-time in passing yards in a regular season game. Period. 525.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, 525 yards, 4 tutties. Props to Joe Burrow. Against the Ravens, when they needed the big win, yo, he whipped his dick out yesterday. Good for Joe Burrow.
And by the way, next week, Ravens play...
No, the Bengals play the Chiefs.
The Bengals play the Chiefs. That's the game of the week. But the Ravens, who are slowly falling apart, they've lost 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. They've lost 4 in a row. And they play the Rams, which doesn't get easier. So two teams that are imploding.
Yeah.
One will still make the playoffs. The Arizona Cardinals, who I've said from day one aren't that great.
So huge day for Joe Burrow. That's all you need to know. This guy reminded everybody that, yo, I'm the young quarterback you need to fucking recognize.
And you and I agreed yesterday. We left Fox and we wanted the Cowboys to score one more time.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, no team in the modern football era has ever scored more than 60 points, and they had 58. All they needed was a field goal.
I think.
No, was it 56?
56 to 14 over the Washington football team. Might have been 58. I think it was 56.
Yeah, 56. So they needed a touchdown, but it was one of those where we're like, just for the fun of the story, right? Like, Dak Prescott looked ridiculous. The first half was unbelievable.
Big weekend for the Cowboys. They clinched. They kicked ass. But again, Joe Burrow now makes next week's game so much more exciting. The Bengals and the Chiefs. Spot, did you see that clip from Pat Mahomes on my Instagram? Oh no. What's getting them motivated? It's in my Instagram story. Because now you got to realize Joe Burrow whipped his dick out and he's like, "Yo, now I'm ready for the Chiefs." But the Chiefs, they find motivation in other things. Pat Mahomes finds motivation in other things. So that's going to be a battle.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see this?
This is courtesy of Sports Center.
No, it's not.
Last night. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is. This is after the big win against the Steelers.
Oh, come on. Really?
Yeah.
Sorry about your crappy game. So everything really clicked. I was feeling a little down. I looked over to the side. I saw my brother Jackson. He did a really killer move, like a TikTok sort of kick, and inspired me to play harder, and the team fed off my energy. And really looking forward to next week to see my brother's dance moves again and really get ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Got to get ready for those.
Yeah.
Bengals first, Mahomes. So that's Pat Mahomes.
There's so many teams, I was just telling you before the show today, that the whole joke over the years has been the parody in the NFL. Parody! But more than ever, it's actually real. In the AFC, besides the Chiefs emerging and just starting to really look like the team that, went to the Super Bowl the last 2 years, and before that was one play away from going to 3 Super Bowls in a row, the Chiefs seem to be the elite of the AFC after all said and done.
They're the only team in the AFC to clinch, right?
Yeah, because everything else is so close. I was telling you, the difference between like the Bengals, Bills, Colts, Patriots, Ravens, Chargers, Raiders, Steelers, Dolphins play tonight. All these teams are within a game of each other. So if someone says, yeah, who's coming out of the AFC to go to the Super Bowl? The obvious answer is like, well, I mean, it looks like Kansas City and then not far below them are like 8 teams. 8 to 10 teams. They're all so in the mix. Like Tennessee lost Derrick Henry, so they're not what they were, right? So Tennessee, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Indy, all the teams I just mentioned. The Raiders, for instance, they hold their own destiny. If the Raiders win their final 2 games, they're in. But they play Indy and the Chargers, who are 2 other teams fighting for their way into the playoffs. So I think the AFC is as exciting as it's ever been.
In other news, my mom just hit me up. Hey, by the way, I see a Christmas card here from my mom.
No way.
Yeah, look.
They sent us a Christmas card?
Tensia Covino.
Oh.
Yeah, we got
Are we
lots
gonna
of
I want to open
lots
the mail.
of mail. I don't know if we have time today. If
No,
not
we
today,
will.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We got a half hour left. We're just getting all nerdy about fucking standings.
Oh, by the way, when you look at the NFC, that's all set except for the 2 final wild card spots. The usual suspects, like Covino said on Fox last night: Packers, Cowboys, Bucks, Rams.
Kevin Spacey.
You know, Arizona clinched, even though they've lost 3 in a row and will lose 4 in a row next week. Looks like, I would imagine, 49ers in Philly, 49ers in Minnesota. I don't know. The final 2 playoff spots are still up for grabs. But let's go over our mail. What do you got in the old mailbox, buddy?
Letters.
I'm not done with the rando news.
Oh, what you got? Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick has no New Year's resolutions. Don't ask dumb questions at a press conference. You don't need to play the soundbite, but some woman, you got it?
Yeah.
Fair enough. This happened. Everyone's talking about it.
Football aside, sorry, but I'm doing a story about New Year's resolutions, and I was just wondering if you had any you wanted to share with your fans and our readers.
Yeah, no, not right now.
Okay, thanks.
Maybe next week.
You know why?
Hi.
Because you just lost.
Dumb.
You just lost.
What the fuck?
The most crucial game of the year. And Bill Belichick's already salty. Bill Belichick's salty when he wins. So now you got a salty Bill Belichick that just lost the biggest game of the year for the team in a key situation, and you're asking him about New Year's
I was thinking
resolutions?
about doing 100 push-ups every night.
Hi,
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
Janine here from Home and Garden. I was just wondering what set of knives you have at home?
I was thinking about, New Year's resolutions. I was maybe, have a little...
I was thinking about giving up sodies and trash TV.
Yeah, maybe a little less sugar in my coffee. Cut back on my sugars. Yeah.
So it's dumb.
Thinking
Totally
of
dumb.
transitioning to full zips.
Again, the internet loves dumb shit.
Oh, people asking, by the way, Covino, do you still think, because you said this weeks ago and I disagree with you. You were like, you think the Patriots could go to the Super Bowl.
The Patriots lost to the Bills. Bills are a good team.
No, but I'm saying the Patriots could
probably not.
The Patriots could miss the playoffs.
Yeah. I was buying into the hype. So, yeah, it's looking unlikely. That's why Belichick's even saltier. So, the Chargers, too. The Chargers lost to the Texans 41-29. That was an odd game. Seattle lost to the Bears. They're officially eliminated. And, again, Tom Brady had a big game. Buccaneers clinch. Cowboys had a big game. Monday Night Football tonight. Rich already said it.
It's a big
7-7 Miami Dolphins versus the 7-7 Saints.
Go
Enjoy
Dolphins.
Your foosball.
Go Dolphins.
Enjoy your football. That's really a lot of sports news. And if you want to hear this more in depth, and we had a really fun show yesterday, it was more about Rich being gross, wanting to eat something out of the garbage. My hot take on pizza. Papa John's might be the new king as far as junk food pizza. And all the games that happened yesterday, we talked about it on Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com. And we'll also be on this Thursday after our Patreon show, filling in.
Cookie trash.
So,
trash
again,
cookies.
Trash cookie.
foxsportsradio.com. Hear us Sunday nights. And again, this Thursday and Sunday. It's Covino and Rich.
Letters?
Thank you, guys. Yeah, I guess I want to do some mail.
Letters.
By the way, we got an update, if people didn't know. Last night, if you did listen to our Fox show, we speculated, would you eat a cookie out of the top of the garbage can that was still in a wrapper?
Yeah, Rich won't eat junk food pizza anymore, but he'll eat a cookie out of the garbage. That's really what I got out of yesterday's
Not that I'm too good for junk food pizza. My thought was, if you're going to have pizza, I'd rather waste that good cheap meal on real pizza. Like junk food pizza, I just feel like I'm still going to eat pizza. I can't see myself saying, because every time I'm done eating Domino's, I'm like, oh, I feel like shit. Why'd I do that? When I'm done eating good pizza, I'm like, oh, that was worth it. You know the difference?
Another update. My mom says, if my husband ever wore matching pajamas with me, I'd throw him the hell out of the house. That's for my mom. That's for my mom.
Oh, 10.
That's old school, bro. I'm a little old. I got a little bit of that old school.
You stick to the old. You stick to the old guy stuff.
Here, we got some cards. Let's make this quick. But we do appreciate it. It's just we're trying to keep the show concise. Wishing you a Merry Christmas. Look at this beautiful family. Robin, Courtney, and Rhett Castellanos. Wishing you a year of blessing and peace.
Oh,
that's very nice.
That's cute. That's a cute shot. I like that shot. Show it up. Hold it up. Show it up.
Thank you. Beautiful family from Houston, Texas.
By the way, they
hold it up.
How many takes did it take for them to get their cute kid running in stride with them in the background? What do you call it, Spot, when you focus in on
Depth of field.
the depth of field.
I think
where
that's
the kids in focus and they're in the back a little blurry.
Hold up. I think that's a fantastic shot.
It's a great shot.
Thank you for the card. Monday Mail.
It's a great photographer right there.
Oh, Marla sent us a card, and she also sent us presents.
Yeah, she did.
So stay tuned. Thank you, Marla.
Let me tell you something.
She's so sweet.
Let me tell you something about Marla.
She's great.
She's
I'm
the
not even
sweetest
joking.
Individual ever.
I don't expect anything.
Nope.
Ever.
Never.
But
except Chex Mix.
No. But when Marla
She set the expectation, right?
But when Marla,
For
who's
years.
become one of our friends of the show over the years, we love Marla. Every year she sends us like a little Chex Mix thing she makes. And no joke, the fact that Christmas came and went and we had not got it, my first thought was not that I missed it. I was like, I hope Marla's okay.
Bro,
like that was my
Marla-
first. I thought about Marla.
Same.
You can ask Sarah. I said it
But
yesterday. I go, I hope Marla's okay.
I saw a picture of her recently on social media. I'm like, oh, there she is.
I was like, whoo.
Good to know
Now
she's
get
still
this.
out there.
She has sent Melody a personalized ornament since she was born every year.
Oh wow.
Guarantee
So I
it's
was
in
like,
there.
yo, man, where's I was sort of expecting something. Shame on me.
Yeah,
But
it's not. See, I don't expect it. I was just more.
I didn't expect it from a greedy
No, I
place.
know, but I was more of a.
Just want her cookies.
I was just more of a. Wow, Marla. I hope
Garbage
she. I
cookies.
honestly.
Garbage cookies.
That's
like
what
if-
Rich wants.
Yeah,
Gross.
garbage can cookies. And
well,
by the
look.
way, you would eat a garbage can.
From my
cookie.
mom, a religious card. Look at this.
Oh, hey.
Is that Joseph in his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Let's see.
No, that's the three wise men. 2 to 3 of the unwisest men.
Oh, that's
I
good.
know.
Nailed it.
Just kidding.
Well said.
LOL. Wishing you the best in the coming new year. Rich Spot, Steve, and our families. From my family, bless you and your families. Thank you so much for the laughs.
Did she put you last?
It's very sweet.
Prosperous new year ahead. Love, Steve. And Tensia XOXO.
Oh,
You know
that's
what
very
I
sweet.
You know what I thought about?
The three
Very
wise men.
sweet. That's very sweet.
I thought
Three wise
about
Means a lot to me.
you know, like my dad and
I love Christmas
You know,
cards.
my dad
Should
and
hang 'em up.
your mom and people still send like like Christmas cards.
Sending Christmas cards.
You know what I thought about, Covino?
Look at that card. It's
I
beautiful.
thought about this the other day. Is the Christmas greeting card world
They've all been sent.
has it taken a major hit because only our parents' generation actually sends Christmas cards? Like everyone else sends a photo of their family. Like when you were a kid, your parents' friends and relatives would send, a beautiful Hallmark type of Christmas card. I don't know one person that's our age that either you do one of two things. You send a photo of your family or you don't send the card.
Right.
So I wonder if that whole market is relying on our parents' generation to keep it alive.
Probably.
Yeah, because think about it.
I'm not sending. Actually, you know what, guys? If no one got their Christmas card, I sent it. I put it in that red mailbox that Rich has over here, and they disappeared. So I hope you guys got them. I don't know what happened.
No, that's Santa's enchanted mailbox.
Oh, well, because I put them in there and then they all disappeared. I don't know.
Santa's
anyway,
gonna be like, what the hell are all these letters from Steve Covino?
Thank you, Matt, Jen, Ellie, and Jack, Adams, Finn, and Cooper. Check this out. Maddie in Pennsylvania.
Oh, Maddie
says,
PA is a sweet dude.
Hoping you have a great holiday season. Keep killing it from my family to yours. Thank you, man.
Maddie,
Appreciate it. Beautiful family. Look at
Maddie
that.
does beautiful woodworking.
He's a great guy.
Great
I
dude.
could tell all the kids he has.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Another nice one. The Baker
very
family.
cute.
Thank you, Baker family. Covino, Rich, and Spot. Thanks for providing quality entertainment and just being real.
Yep.
Josh, Kelly, Colin, and Oreo.
Let's see the front.
He named his son Oreo?
I'm sure
That's
this is
the
the
dog,
dog.
I bet.
I'm
Oh,
sure
there's
it's
the dog. There it is. There it is.
I'm sure it's the dog.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you, buddy.
It's nice.
Yeah, so nice. So
I like
thoughtful.
seeing, you know what? I love seeing people's families.
Yeah. Like, hey, look at this. You know what happens? I want to know the sad part. Is every year you get pictures of like a kid and they're like, oh, look at the little kid. And then they get to a stage where like the kid's ugly now.
Right. And then they put him in the back.
You're like, yeah, I don't want your ugly kid anymore. That's when you stop.
But it's
It's like they were cute and then
I think it's funny watching the the loudmouth jerk off types.
Yeah.
Then when you see them with their family, it's like, oh, they have a nice side. You think
the Scatamacchia family.
Oh, that's a name.
Scatamacchia.
Scatamacchia.
That, you know what that looks like on a jersey? It looks like what was that guy's name?
Saltalamacchia.
Saltalamacchio.
Scatamacchia.
Scatamacchia family. John, Maureen, Luke, Annie, Lily, and Ruby. Jesus, slow down, bro.
Keep it in your pants.
Oh man, this is a long one.
Yeah, that's my
Pun
buddy.
intended.
That's guy I knew in high school.
You know this guy.
Amy Scatamacchia
Okay.
was a girl I went to high school with. Her brother
Yeah.
was a couple years younger.
Yeah.
He's listened to our show for years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You guys met him at a Mets game and a couple Covino Rich events.
I know that dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. I totally know who you're talking
John
about.
Scatamacchia.
He's got all those kids.
Yeah, he never keeps his
God
dick in his
bless him.
pants. Remember that guy?
Yeah, John, I don't keep my dick in my pants. Scatamacchia, you know?
Scatamacchia in Italian means My dick is running wild.
Yeah.
sorry.
Sausage.
sorry.
Yeah. John, my sausage is
What's
out.
the message?
Scaramacchia.
Read the message.
Oh, yeah. It's very nasty. Dear Covino, Rich, and Spot, writing this to you as I listen to you on Fox Sports Radio with the football game in the background.
Oh.
You may never hear from me, but I'm always listening. On delay and always supporting. Thanks for keeping me entertained. All the best in 2022. John, I never wear pants. Scaramacchia.
I never keep my dick in my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. The meat's running wild.
Oh, by the way, Rich, I could have done without knowing my sister was in the, quote, itty bitty titty committee. His sister, Amy, remember I told you some of my best female friends were picked on by the Guidos?
I do remember that.
That was his sister, Amy.
By the way, you guys are way too generous.
Move that back. Move the bag that's on the table. Yeah. I'll get rid of the tree.
Whose bag is it?
I think it's for Jordan.
Oh, cool. All right. I thought it was like decoration.
No, it's for Jordan from Saturday.
Jesus. There's another present for Jordan. Like,
Jordan.
you guys are so kind. Spot, these are yours. This is all from Marla. Look at all. Hold on. Do you see everything here? This is all from Marla. It's ridiculous. Look at this. This is from Marla in Texas. I don't want to bore people with this. Yeah, I'll just open one thing.
There no Chex Mix?
Say thank you. Because a lot of this is from my daughter as a present for Jordan. And here, this is for me. Just open the one from you.
This is for Kristen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. Look.
God,
it's green.
Emmy.
You can't see it.
Thank you, Marla. Oh, this is so cool. It's a sweater!
It's a sweater!
It's a sweater! Dude, how great
Oh my
is
God,
that?
there's so much stuff here. Hold on.
Thank you so much.
Wow. Goodness. Marla.
Lake Titicaca.
1979.
1979. Good year.
Marla Reeves from Texas.
Oh.
Such a sweetheart.
Ice cubes in iced tea.
Hold on.
Oh, that's the best.
You missed the bottom. The bottom, it's Lake Titicaca, motorboat champion.
Yo, Spot.
I mean, Marla.
Yo, isn't it so thoughtful that she sent us a plethora of gifts?
Plethora.
A plethora.
Did you say a plethora?
Stuff for Emmy and Ben and Sarah. Marla, so unnecessary, but
What are those little things? I didn't get those.
no, for the
They're
kids.
for the kids. Yeah.
I know, I'm kidding.
This is from our buddy Vic in Toronto, and he writes, "Don't open with a knife," which I already did.
You did, but it's like the littlest knife ever.
Open with a knife.
It wasn't
look at
Rich's
this.
steak knife.
Look at this. He got us chonies, everybody.
Oh.
He swears by
you,
these.
He got you lasagnas?
He swears by the comfort flex fit of Los Angeles.
Are there larges in there? I wear larges.
The extra large is for me. And chips, like Canadian chips.
Ketchup chips? Ketchup chips, those are for me.
Look at this.
Kristen loves those.
Look at that.
All the Canadian
Oh,
treats.
Mr. Big, that's me.
Oh, and a little card. Here, you want to read it, Rich? Thank you,
By
Vic.
the way, I just referenced the iced tea ice cube store yesterday. Kim, good memory. Hey guys, just want to send you three.
Oh, send me this.
Just want to send you three. A little taste of Canada. You'll find an O. Henry, Smarties, and ketchup chips for each of you. Just be careful. Unlike M&M's, Smarties will melt in your hand.
Thanks, Vic.
I realize that underwear might be an odd thing for a man to give another.
But he told me.
However,
said
I wanted to
great.
make it up to you since I texted you about them at 5 in the morning, Covino. Honestly, they're a decent alternative to some of the higher brands out there. Thanks for cheering me up on a daily basis. You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work. Vic in Toronto.
Vic and Toronto is one of our kindest, funniest friends and listeners. So thank you,
P.S.
buddy.
Rich was the only one who told me his size. I figured Covino was the same as him and Spot had to be large. After all, he's got the biggest hog of all three.
This is from Janine.
Thank you,
Janine
Vic.
in Maryland. And
It's a crab!
No, what? Captain Crunch, like Crunchberry popcorn?
Oh, open that.
Yo,
Oh my God.
that's crazy. I've never seen this.
Crunchberries. With popcorn.
Yo.
This is why I gained 15
One of the
pounds.
bags are open. Oh, here's Spot. Here you go. Try it.
Ooh, Crunchberries.
Yeah, that was it opened in the box.
Oh.
That it was. And only a little fell out. So hey, thank you guys. Thank you,
Oh my
Janine.
God.
Thank you, everybody. Vic and Toronto, Marla. You guys are too nice. Everyone has sent us a card. I'm sure we got more mail coming. So,
Weird
guys,
mix, right?
it really means a lot. If you ever want to send us anything, our address is on our website, covinoandrich.com. The store is there. Our Tickle Sack songs are there for the holidays. Everything you need, covinoandrich.com. I'll try these bad boys.
Who would have ever thought Captain Crunch and popcorn would go good together?
That was really
It's
good.
like a weird, sweet, salty mix. Think about it. There you go, Spotty.
It's like my Johnson. Sweet and salty.
Sweet and salty.
Just like my Johnson. The Crunchberries. Sweet and salty.
I got some crunch berries.
Tastes like my Johnson. The Soggies.
Thanks, everyone.
Fantastic.
Wow. Captain Crunch's Mary Berry popcorn mix. Thank you. You shouldn't have, but I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
Any
I
other?
hope it happens again.
Any other Covino Rich final thoughts? Let me see if there's anything on my notes.
There's lots of stuff, man. Like I said, we have friends in need to get to this week. But
Knifegate, pizza cook. Oh, by the way, the cookie thing. I just want to touch on that for a second. We got an update. The guy that did the show before us on Fox yesterday ordered pizza for the whole crew. Right?
I hate to talk smack, but the guy that's on before us, we walked into the studio and he had his big feet out.
And it smelled.
It smelled like feet in the fucking
yeah,
studio.
I'll be honest.
He's a good guy, but like,
yeah, that did weird me out.
It's fucking nasty.
He literally was doing the show with his tootsies out, and he had his sneakers.
I understand. He's
I
like
get he's
getting
comfortable,
comfy.
and I get it. But I'm saying, like,
I mean,
if you're gonna,
I got my
trust
tootsies
me,
out right now.
I have a feeling.
Yeah,
I just have a feeling and a thought on keeping your feet out. If you're wearing sandals, flip flops, or taking your sneakers off, you have to make sure you are showered or your sneakers are fresh, because I know this. I have, let's say I have 6 pairs of sneakers that I rotate, right? The one that's like my dirty, stinky sneakers that I do, go in the yard with and stuff, I would never take those off on a plane, in a studio, in a room, or like, 'cause they stink. I know they stink because they're dirty. Like,
nice guy. He had socks on, but when we walked in the studio, he was like very comfortable.
Yeah, you got to wear fresh ones. You got to wear.
Smells like feet.
You got to wear fresh sneaks.
Smelled like feet in the studio. But you know what our eyes immediately went toward? We were all hypnotized by something. He left the studio. We were alone, and we're all looking at this cookie on the floor.
I'm glad you said that, because we're all looking. It was on the. It was resting.
We all noticed it.
It was resting next to the
It
garbage
was.
can.
Honestly, the second I walked in the studio, I'm like, why is there a cookie on the floor?
Yeah.
It was resting.
What's the deal with that cookie? Somebody tell me about it.
It was a wrapped cookie, sealed because it had been resealed.
First thing I
on the
noticed.
floor, leaning next to the wall, next to the garbage can. So it wasn't technically even in the garbage can. I then took it and placed it on top of like a pizza box in the garbage can. So it wasn't like with what would you describe? It wasn't like mixed in with junk and shit, right? We looked at it and we're like, yo, would you? And then it became like, well, pre and post COVID, does that change your mind? Maybe, maybe not. I had the vid, so I'll fucking
By the
lick
way, it
I'll
wasn't
lick
just a
pole.
regular cookie. It was like a
was a
cookie that was like
fat-
2 inches thick.
It was a fat, soft
Chocolate chip deliciousness.
A fat, soft chocolate chip cookie. And I'll tell you what, I was very close to taking a bite of it because I just wanted to taste it. And I knew it was from the pizzeria.
Here's how contradictory you always are.
Yeah.
In one breath, you're like, I don't eat junk food pizza.
Yeah, I don't want junk food pizza. How is that
But in the same breath, you're like, I want to eat this cookie out of the garbage. You have no idea whose doodle caca hand was on this.
Yeah, but
you have no
I don't
idea
care.
if some
I'm
guy
not worried
licked
about
it, if it fell somewhere. And
I'm not worried about it. I look at it this way. The junk food pizza argument and the cookie argument, 2 separate ones. I said that when I have pizza, Papa John's, Domino's, they're great. My stance was not that I hate them. If I'm at a party or watching a fight and someone has Domino's
you
or
said
Papa
you were
John's,
done with it.
No,
You'll never eat
agree.
it again.
No, I'm done ordering it. I'm done ordering it. If I go to a kid's birthday party or something, there's pizza, I'll have it. But I'm saying when I personally order pizza now, when I'm done having Domino's or Papa John's, know what I feel every time? Every time I feel, I regret that.
But
When I have
Rich
good
would
pizza,
eat the cookie out of the garbage, which
How
I thought
is it
was
related?
because I would not do that.
But how are those two things
How is
related?
it not? How is it not? Is what I'm saying.
That's like saying, oh, I'm not going to have cheeseburgers anymore.
Jose,
But
the
you
cookie
haven't.
was wrapped, but it had been bitten. It wasn't. It was just resealed.
So
it was bitten. Upon further
Spot,
investigation, it was
show the
eaten.
picture of the cookie. Show a picture of this cookie. And I want you to see what we're seeing. It's a homemade cookie from Mulberry Pizza.
Homemade.
Which means
homemade.
It was ordered hours ago. It wasn't sitting there all weekend. It was very clear that.
But you didn't know that.
You
didn't know
did
that.
though because
you didn't. The fucking.
you didn't know that.
You didn't know that. You really didn't.
You think they empty the trash at that place?
Yeah. Whoever it could have
That
been
trash
there.
can is
fucking
packed to the brim.
Could have been
over
there for days. Every fucking dirty crew orders pizza,
Especially a holiday weekend.
Yeah. You didn't know that. Is all I'm saying.
Well, turns out it was the guy before us
with his feet out.
He ordered pizza. He ordered pizza for everybody.
There's the trash cookie.
And he took a bite of the cookie and said it was too soft for him. Resealed it and put it next to the trash. Now, I was so tempted to take a bite of the side that was not touched.
You know, his big ass doo-doo finger hands were there.
What do you think about people that? What do you think about the people that baked the cookie?
Trash cookie.
People that baked the cookie didn't touch it with their hands.
I hope not.
What do you think they touched it with?
But you don't eat some fucking stranger's leftover cookie, bro.
Probably Tom.
What are you trying to justify this? Like I'm supposed to say,
well,
maybe you're right.
I didn't
No,
do it.
I'm not going to do that.
I didn't do it, but I was tempted.
I mean, I was tempted too, but then, you know, I have common sense.
If one of us did it, then it would be a different story. None of us did it, but
you were like, you would is the point.
Turns out, yeah, we didn't know the story of the cookie until after the show. So just to give anyone the update that gave even a little shit was that it was the guy before us. He took one bite of it, or it took a little bite or a nibble, and was like, too soft. I like harder chocolate chip cookies. So he just left it there.
See, gross behavior. Doo-doo caca Davis.
Yeah,
At it again.
I'm not. I don't get germaphobe like that. To me, like,
but that's the fucking problem, bro.
I know.
Your kid has fucking got boogers all over the place. You're like, oh, I don't care. Other people do.
Yeah. I mean, I've never been a germaphobe.
Yeah.
Why not lick the toilet cover? Well, I would lick a clean toilet because it's a clean toilet. It's a surface that was cleaned. Who wouldn't lick a clean toilet?
At first, we didn't know whose cookie it was. We didn't know how long it had been there. We didn't know the issue with it.
Oh, I know.
We had fucking mold on it, and, you know, someone didn't eat it for a reason.
Well, we didn't.
No one
I
leaves a
didn't
cookie
eat it.
like that
I
unless there was
didn't eat
something
it,
wrong.
But I thought about it.
We found out all this information afterward.
How
but
many
Rich,
times-
prior to that, was saying he would have eaten it.
How many
And
times?
we were like, dude, don't do that. It's fucking gross.
How many times have you eaten food out of a kitchen of a workplace that was just left behind? Like, oh,
Never.
yeah, someone left cupcakes or cookies or something in the kitchen.
Oh,
donuts.
I
I mean,
thought you
you've done
meant
it
in
your
a
whole life.
restaurant.
This is different because I had a bite
But
out of it.
that's meant to be eaten. Someone left it there for you to eat. This wasn't left necessarily for us to like
Which
eat.
is why I didn't eat it. Now, if there was not
you
one,
said you
if
would've.
there was not one bite in it, would that have changed your mind? God, maybe so. Why? No, because
I would have taken the chance because I'm thinking, even though tempted, yes, because it's just like, oh man, that cookie's calling my name. Why is it there? You have to think that someone left it behind for a reason.
Yeah.
It was old. It was stale. It was in the garbage. I mean, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
And Rich was the only guy, but he's trying to justify, like, yeah, it's normal, totally normal.
I mean, if I was more,
everyone in the studio is like, no, I wouldn't eat that
I'll be
shit.
honest. I'll be honest. If I was hungrier and I had not stuffed my face all weekend, I probably would have given it a little bite.
But do you realize
little
that
bite.
all the weird things that you do, we all do weird things.
Yeah.
I get it. But the difference with Rich is he does weird things and tries to justify it as normal because he did it. Because he thinks he's normal and he's the greatest guy.
I never licked the toilet, by
That's
the way.
Rich in a nutshell.
I never
Yeah,
licked the
what's
toilet.
the
I never
big
licked the
deal?
toilet,
Everybody
but
does it.
the idea of licking a toilet's not gross if it was just washed. It's the same as anything else.
I'm not jumping on this theory or thought.
Nope.
I have a question.
You're all alone again.
Would you lick a toilet bowl?
No.
If
Never.
it was cleaned?
No.
Why?
No. For what?
If someone said,
I would do it so it's
I don't know,
normal.
here's $100. Lick a toilet bowl.
No, I'm good.
Even if it was just cleaned.
Yeah, I'm fucking good on that.
But why though?
Why would I do that? Tell me why would I?
If I said $500, lick the toilet.
No, I'm okay.
But why would
A,
you?
I have pride. B, like, why the fuck would I do that?
Yeah, but stop with the pride. I'm asking, like, but
why
what's your
stop?
reason?
That's my answer.
But is your reason because of pride?
Yeah, because I'm better than
Okay, so pride's your answer. Okay, but it's not because.
And I
of-
don't need $500.
No, but it's not the cleanliness of the ball. It's
Yeah,
the
it's
pride.
gross. How about it's gross regardless?
No, but if it
Like,
was
people
bleached and-
shit and piss in that.
Yeah, but
I'm okay with that.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pride.
Rich would, so it's
but
normal.
pride's your answer.
If
though.
I would, then it's normal.
No, but I'm saying pride's your answer though.
I don't need money that bad to do something stupid. It's like,
Okay.
is this fear? I'm playing Fear Factor for fun.
Well, I mean, it's a hypothetical.
So-
Hypotheticals
Yeah,
don't
I
usually
wouldn't.
require the person to
But
be like,
this
well,
wasn't
I don't need
hypothetical.
you were
about
money.
to, you were about to eat
All right.
a cookie left there and had no idea why. Someone could have been doing a radio bit and he had it between his ass cheeks. Dan Patrick's there, like, yeah, eat it out of my ass. And they didn't do it. And Rich was coming in next and he was like, yeah, I'll eat it.
The first thing we do is when we get in that studio is wipe it down because there's so much grossness. in
Yeah,
there.
it's gross radio people.
The fact I wouldn't trust anything. It was half
Yeah.
eaten. I don't care that it was in a bag. I don't
Would
care
you
that
eat those M&Ms that Jason Ellis left in the studio? Guess where they were prior?
In his ass.
No, in his
my
foreskin.
man ass.
In his foreskin.
They were in his rumple foreskin.
Yeah.
He put those M&Ms in his bean bag.
In this day and age,
Rich with his thing, he'd be like, so what? They're there. I'll eat them.
in this day and age, unless it's sealed, if it was sealed sitting on the top of the trash, even then I'd be a little bit leery about it.
So then
but
you're
still.
thinking, what's wrong with it? Why did someone get rid of it?
Yeah, that's suspicious.
Yeah.
So, hey, by the way, something else we discussed in depth on FoxSportsRadio.com And if you missed Friday's show, again, we did a show on Fox Sports Radio.
was
We
our
want you
best
guys
one
to check
yet.
it out. It's our best one yet. FoxSportsRadio.com.
Friday was our best show.
It was so fun.
It was so good.
It was so dumb.
And see, there's a weird caveat with Friday being our best show.
This is last Friday, guys. If you missed it, catch it.
The couple days ago. It's the weirdness of it being our best show ever.
Yeah.
Is that we had a slightly different crew. Now, the crew we're with normally is
All the
fantastic.
difference, yeah.
But they threw us a producer on Friday that, like, I almost feel like got us so much that it was like, oh, man. Like, and then you start wondering, like, if you were, all right, let's say this. This could apply to anyone. Let's say you work with someone and they're good. But then there's like a fill-in. I mean, it can work with sports or anything, right? I mean, let's say there's a musician that has backup singers.
Fill-in
And
Frank.
someone fucking fills in and they're the new backup singer. And they're like, yo,
You know-
I
you
love
know
my
who-
backup
do you know
singers.
who Fill-in Frank is?
Frank Isola.
Frank Isola.
Yeah.
He's one of the nicest. If you guys follow sports broadcasters or sports, he always fills in on PTI and other shows. Fill-in Frank Isola. How do we even know him? From SiriusXM?
Yeah, Sirius
And
XM.
ESPN. One of the nicest
SNY,
guys.
And SNY.
Oh, that's where. Yeah, SNY.
Yeah, but SNY and ESPN. And,
One of the
and,
nicest
and
dudes.
everything.
We've
Yeah.
crossed paths so many different random times throughout our life. He calls himself Fill-in Frank on ESPN.
So my point is that let's say the people you work with on a regular, performance, clicking, everything, they're a 9.5. What happens if you meet a 10? What do you just say? That's what I mean.
That's
I think
where loyalty kicks in.
The people
you know?
the people that we work with on Fox are
They're
fucking
great.
fantastic.
Yeah, they're great. And
I
they-
mean,
they- we
only
clicked
worked
right away like that.
We only worked with a couple people at ESPN
Yeah.
that were as good as the people we're working with on Fox right now. Travis being one of them. There's a couple guys that we worked with on ESPN that were as good as this crew. But
they've got personality.
They've got personality,
Yeah.
right? Like I love Danny G. Our boy Bobo is hilarious. But
they're all good.
I think there was one guy in the mix.
The news guys are all great.
Yeah. There was one guy in the mix on Friday's show. Iowa Sam. He was so good that I'm like, yo, can we add him to the mix with Danny G and Bobo and all? Like he got our sense of humor.
I think he just loved the fact that we were talking about
nonsense
as opposed to straightforward X's and O's in sports that he's used to dealing with all day.
Yeah, but it's
Our
almost
show's
like
different, so it's refreshing to him.
Do you let that chemistry slide, or do you bring it up to someone? And be like, you know who he clicked with? Or is that like throwing anyone?
Hey, sometimes you have to if you're married, right? But you're out and you're at a work party, and man, there's some weird chemistry between you and this woman you never met before, and you're like, wow.
Oh, that's caused divorces many a times.
Well, but you gotta let it slide. It's your loyalty. It's your commitment to whoever you're working with.
Yeah, but if
It's
it's
your
not a
commitment and
what if it's not a
loyalty
marriage
to-
though?
I mean, it's not, but there's still loyalty,
No, agreed. And
sometimes you
again,
gotta let it slide.
I would never want to eliminate anyone in our current mix. I'm just saying when they throw someone in the mix at any job and you're like, ooh, this person's really good. Do you just take it for what it is and be like, all right, continue having fun doing your thing and we'll do our thing? Or it's like, whoa, when we were together, it was really good.
I mean, if you want to take emotion out of it, right?
Yeah.
The smart decision would be to, hey man, I think we could be better. It's like Tom Brady. Like he wants great pieces around him.
Yeah.
So the smart thing for us would be to say, hey, we need this guy. He makes us better. But there's so many emotions involved. It's hard to do that because someone has to be eliminated. Tom Brady says, yeah, that's great. Wes Welker, you're my guy. Your contract's up. We need someone else. I'm not saying he's the guy pulling the plugs on these guys, but he's okay letting certain guys go to make himself better. You know what I mean? And that's very hard to do as a guy in charge. It's very hard. So
I just think about it: sports, life, work, relationships.
The smart answer is yes.
You gave the best analogy,
The
which
tough
is
answer is like
you gave the best analogy, which is forget marriage, right? Because marriage is a commitment. That's next level, But if you're just dating someone and you meet someone else and you're like, yo, I have a chemistry with this girl that I do not have with the girl I'm dating. You ask yourself, are you the type that's like, well, let me ignore her and just keep dating who I'm dating? Or are you the type of person that's like, yo, I have a chemistry with this person that I don't have with the person I'm dating, which means the person I'm dating isn't the right one.
You want to be
There's two ways
surrounded.
to
You
look
want to
at
be
it.
surrounded by people at work and in life that just make you better and bring out the best in you. We worked with a guy that really brought a more fun sort of vibe that filled in that dead space, and it did plant a little
We worked
seed.
with people at ESPN that sucked, that were so bad.
It didn't get us.
That didn't get us, but did you learn your lesson from that or not?
It's tough. It's tough.
It's just a deep thought.
So make the move. How would you do it?
I mean, the thing is that we're not working with any duds. So, it's like.
Yeah, but what makes you better? It's not that, hey, nothing personal. You're great. But we're better with this guy. It's nothing personal.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, it's a tough scenario to be in. You don't choose your coworkers. But Alex,
you sort of do in our
when
world.
you do a show, you kind of could make those moves happen.
It's interesting.
Look at LeBron James. What was he trying to do? He's trying to surround himself with the best players possible. It didn't work out. And you know what? I bet he's willing to lose Russell Westbrook. I bet he is to make the team better.
Well,
but
again,
some people are good at letting go and calling those shots for their own.
But then you got to think to yourself,
championships.
Then you think to yourself, like, maybe they already have a home. Like, sometimes you can meet a girl that's like super awesome. It's like, oh, she has a boyfriend. Man, it makes sense. Someone else already acknowledged her awesome.
Well, if you want to hear what we're talking about, you be the judge. You make the call. Friday show. There was no free Twitch Friday before Christmas. We did Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com to check it out. And we were on again last night, where you'll hear about Cookie Gate and the pizza debacle and everything in Week 16 of the NFL.
Well,
enjoy your Dolphins.
Farewell.
Saints.
We'll see you guys mañana. Until then, arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, guys.